Hello, friends and adventurers, and welcome to Grognard and Friends, and a happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers out there from all of the mothers here. Grognard and Friends, where friends gather to explore the area while playing Dungeons and Dragons. And speaking of the friends, let's check out this week's episode of Grognard and Friends. When last we left the friends, they had just gotten back from a heist at the Seven Rivers Hall of Lore and Antiquities to recover a stolen artifact and steal it for themselves to then give to Butterbeer's friend Murph, who now has it. They then went up to bed only for Calandra to wake up to the smell of smoke. Unsure what to do, she woke up Nikita and Butt Trumpet, only to realize that things had kind of gone pear-shaped and there were people in the inn. Nikita and Butt Trumpet woke up the rest of the group only to find that Eldred had had his alarm spell go off and had gone after the people who had broken in looking for, they only assumed, the artifact. Maybe it was something personal. Maybe they were just looking for more towels like the group once before. After chasing them out of there, Gaius used his locate object spell and chased after them, and got to a point where the guards had blocked their way, and they had heard from the town crier that all the districts surrounding the colonnade had been blocked off. Tail between their legs, they made their way back to the stone's throw. They were a little concerned about having their valuables in their rooms after this, so Gaius collected them all, and everyone else went to bed, and Gaius went down and, with the help of Butterbeer, secured them. As we start, Gaius is finishing up his drink with Butterbeer. Guys, was there anything else you wanted to do before you went to bed?
Go to sleep. I was like,
Okay.
it's time to go to bed.
So, Reed,
Yes.
you go up to bed. You go to sleep. You're just drifting off. You're not quite there yet when you're woken by a voice. A voice that you hear say, "We know you have it. Deliver it. Black Barnacle tomorrow night, or we kill all your friends. Each slower and more painful. You'll be last."
Okay. I mean, I'm looking around. Was it like in my head?
It's
Or was
dark
I- was
in
I-
the room.
Does it sound like it was in the room, or does it sound like I was like some sort of mind communication?
It might have been in the room. It might have been in your head. I mean, you're just waking up, so you're not 100% sure.
Okay. I'm gonna light a candle.
You're
And
alone,
look
it
around.
appears. On the at the end of the bed, standing on the bed, is the bunny just kind of staring at you.
Okay, the door's shut and everything. Windows
Yep,
shut.
windows shut, doors shut, everything.
I'm gonna peek out the window. Like, what time is it?
It's
So-
starting to get dark.
All right. And it said Black Barnacle tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow night. All right. What the heck was that? All right. I take my candle and my dagger, and I creep out of the room, and I go to see if Gaius is still awake.
You get a knock on your door, guys, just as you're about ready to drift off to sleep. You're like almost ready to. You start a dream. There's this beautiful woman in this large goblet of wine, and all of a sudden it's interrupted by Gaius.
Guys?
Gaius.
Guys? Are you
No.
awake? Guys?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Oh, what?
I just gotta tell you before I forget. I know I'm gonna forget this.
Okay. Gaius opens up the door. Yes, my friend.
He's standing there in his grape-covered boxer shorts.
With a candle and
Box,
a dagger.
box of briefs. No. He doesn't need weapons. His fists are weapons.
So I was about to fall asleep and I heard a voice, but there was nobody in my room. And the voice
Okay.
said, they know we have it and we have to bring it to the Black Barnacle by tomorrow night. It was like a magic
Okay.
voice or something.
Yeah, did they say what they wanted?
They said they know we have it.
Yeah,
Was I
that's
supposed to
real
talk back? I didn't try and
non-specific.
talk back to it.
You could have probably asked them what they wanted, because if it's the one thing, we don't have it anymore. The only other thing we kind of took out of there is, and Gaius looks down at the dagger in your hand. That guy
Oh.
right there. And I'm almost certain it's probably not that. If I had
Maybe
to
they do
guess.
want this. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, they also said that they will kill each of my friends more slowly, leaving me for last. So
Oh, well. Yeah, see how that goes. Oh, gosh, Black Particle tomorrow. That's not good. Could you tell them that's not good? Because we have plans for tomorrow night. I figure we're going to be like Necropolis deep or some such nonsense at that point.
if I go back in my room, you think I can still talk to them?
I
What
have
if they're
no
listening
idea.
to me right now?
But
Oh my God.
it might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have it. You're shit out of luck. We win. Anyway, sleep now, Reed. They didn't threaten us tonight, right?
No, threats are tomorrow.
That's for tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, let's make this a tomorrow problem. I will do my best to make sure this isn't a dream. I
Okay.
think it was, at least. Thank you for alerting me. At which point, Gaius puts a snare trap down in front of the stairs going up. With the sign next to the door going up, butterbeer, do not enter. And then goes back into his room and passes out again.
I wander down the hallway.
You're left alone in the hall there, Reed, with your candle and your dagger.
I wander down the hallway. Is Eldred is still downstairs, or is he up here?
Everyone's
As
up
far
there.
as you know, everyone's on the second floor.
Oh, we're on the second floor again. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. I go back to my room. I'll get some sleep. It's a tomorrow problem.
Okay. What we need is everyone to give me a Constitution roll to see who wakes up because you're all out of your usual routines.
An ability check or a saving throw?
Saving throw, please.
Woo! 21.
Nice. I got a 12.
6.
Okay.
16.
Okay. Nikita and Butt Trumpet are sleeping in. They're sleeping like the dead. And it looks like Gaius will be up shortly after Calandra, but Calandra, you're the first one up.
Cool. Then I'm just gonna get up, mutter curse words under my breath, make sure I'm okay, everything's on me, and I'll just go ahead and go downstairs to the bar.
Okay, you see
Time to
Butterbeer
get coffee.
Butterbeer at the bar, cleaning some glasses, partially eating a sandwich, reading a book.
Paul,
You see the
Point of
candles
order.
and everything outside. What?
Paul, point of order. I think Kalandra needs to take a perception check before she goes downstairs.
Okay. Kalandra, give me a perception check, please.
Also, if she got a long rest, don't forget that.
Okay. 18.
The AT was pretty perceptive, but I think I might have captured a cleric.
Right. Why don't you tell Kalandra what happened?
Oh, so as you step on the landing and go down to the first floor, all of a sudden
Yep.
you hear a snapping noise, and rope appears out of nowhere, wrapping around your ankles and jerking you up into the air, and as you're dangling from
Ooh.
the ceiling.
Normally I do
magically.
this to other people. That's what this feels like. I'll be damned.
Yeah, I assume like
Gaius!
that. No.
Gaius!
Come
Gaius!
charging out of the door. What happened?
Reed, you wake up to hearing Kalandra yelling, screaming Gaius' name.
I grab my dagger and go.
Of course,
I
because
run.
why would Reed think anything like an innuendo? Why would Reed think that?
I think somebody's under attack. I'm guessing. I don't know.
And you know what? Butt Trumpet and Nikita, give me another Constitution saving throw just to see.
Oh dear.
Boy.
Meanwhile, Gaius, I charge people for this. I don't have this done to me. Save me.
Okay.
Which
She's
trap?
literally safe.
Natural 20.
Woo!
I didn't
Yeah! Damn.
Nikita is out cold, and so is Butt Trumpet. They both sleep through it.
I'm really glad you guys are spending your 20s on this.
Right? On the sleeping on staff.
They gotta go somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Do I get into the hallway before Gaius?
Maybe. Yeah, we'll say no. Actually, no, because he was about ready to be getting up anyway. So I'll say you come out
Okay.
about the same time.
Okay.
Hey, Reed, it's not what it looks like.
How do I know you're really
What is-
you? Why are you in that trap?
Thank goodness for pants.
Yes, this would have been so much more awkward. Hold on.
Thank goodness. she
Gaius,
had
Gaius,
leggings.
wait. Gaius,
What?
what if
What?
it? What if she's using magic to?
She's
like
bad
a
at magic.
halfling?
I can confirm literally the first thing she said to me were normally people pay for me to do this to them. Either this is the most deep researched of doppelgangers, or it's Kalandra. My money's on the second one. At which point,
But
guys,
would your
goes
trap
over and
catch?
just cut-
Would your trap really catch one of your friends though?
Yes.
It just did.
Oh,
Let me down.
okay. All right.
Question
That was-
after he frees me.
You're like 40
But then it
pounds.
might be too
Eldred
late.
comes.
Just kind of like picks you up with one arm and just kind of like.
Eldred
dispels the
comes
magic
out
with the
just
other.
before that and goes, "Oh, guys, keep it in your room, will you?" And then shuts the door and goes back in his room.
It's half the fun. Anyway,
You're welcome. It's entertainment for everyone.
It's entertainment for probably some. It's deeply scarring for others. All right, well, I'm gonna go put clothes on now.
Thank
I
you.
wander back to my room to get dressed, and I'm like, I don't understand any of this.
Did you
Sometime
set
we're
any
gonna
more
have to sit-
traps? Am I safe to go downstairs?
Maybe, I don't know. I was kind of sleepy when I did it the last time.
So I guess that's a maybe,
Coffee and a-
Kalandra.
Can I get a? I want a Guinness beer.
Here, pint of Guinness.
We
One
don't
beer,
have that
then
here.
one scotch, one
I need-
beer.
I need. Can you pour the coffee and the beer into the same cup? I
Oh,
need that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Calandra, you make it down to the bar with no other traps being set off, and you see Butterbeer, who is standing there just looking at the stairway until you come down and says, "What the fuck?"
It's ropes. It's you know what? Good evening.
I don't want to know.
Yeah,
That-
I don't want to. Good evening.
You know, I didn't have to deal with this sort of thing in this inn until you got here. Granted, one of my last inn that dealt with all the college students and the one before that down by the docks dealt with it all the time, but I thought I was past that. I'm getting too old for this
God.
shit. 5 years from retirement. Anyway,
I'm
what do you want?
I
Barkeep retirement.
what,
He's gonna
what
sell
time
the
is
bar.
it, Paul? It's like, is
His
it
dream.
evening? Like
Yeah,
early
it's about
evening?
7 in the evening,
7. Okay.
between 7 and 8,
I-
roughly.
I would love ale.
Pulls you
Mind
pulls
my
you the
business,
ale,
yeah.
puts it in front of you on the bar, says, "I'll be right back," goes into the back, and then shortly thereafter comes back out and says, food will be up in a little bit. Think you're going to be stuck with a sandwich or a Plowman's, or
That's
knowing her, you'll probably get like half of each. So,
it's whatever you have is fine.
well, that's exactly whatever we have. So,
That's lovely. It will be perfect. I'm sure everyone else will be down soon for the same.
okay. So, Reed, you're dressed now, we'll say, or not, or you're just covered
Or
up, whatever you want.
I get dressed.
Gentleman's preference.
Okay.
I put my dagger in my boot and I go running downstairs.
Welcome to the Stone's Throw Pajama Party.
Formerly known
I got
as
running downstairs.
Seriality.
And I sit next to Calandra and I say, "So I heard a voice last night that told us we have to go to the Blue Buttocks tomorrow night and give them what we stole." I told Gaius,
the
so
blue-
he's gonna. The
Blue
blue.
So,
Buttocks?
Calandra,
The
Reed
plan-
comes down, who just saw you up hanging upside down, sits next to you, and not good morning or good evening, not hello, just says, "I heard a voice tell me that we have to go to the Blue Buttocks." And that's how he starts
So-
the conversation with you. But
Maybe it was
in all fairness,
the
in your line of
land-
work, you've
This
heard worse
isn't-
Land
opening
banana.
lines.
This is fine. Were you?
It might have
Were
been
you
the
awake?
bland banana.
Was it a dream?
I was kind of half asleep. The
Were
the
you- Too sober? Did you not have enough to drink?
you know, I didn't drink very much during the day yesterday. That's true.
Butterbeer
Did you
comes out,
so
puts puts a platter in front of you, Calandra. It's a half a Plowman's
Thank you.
and half a sandwich. The Plowman's is basically some two wedges of cheese, a couple pieces of ham, couple slices of brown bread, a lump of some sort of brown lumpy jelly, and the sandwich looks to be made of the same meat as what's on the Plowman's.
Oh, here, Reed. Do you want some? I know you like sandwiches. Do you want my sandwich?
No, I don't want
Eat
to
up.
take your whole sandwich. Can we share?
You can. It's just. It's yeah.
Butterbeer says,
Extra
"Reed,
sandwich.
you want one? I'll get you a sandwich.
Sure, of course.
You want ale?
Yay!
Yep.
Coming right up."
He needs one.
He says,
He needs one.
he looks at you, Reed, and goes, "Cheese sandwich?"
Yes. Yeah. What? Do you have other sandwiches?
Yeah, we have cheese or that. And he points to the meat on her platter.
Can I?
You're muted.
Can I get one of each?
Sure.
Thank you.
And he puts
I'm
the
hungry.
ale down in front of you and heads in the back again.
You know, Calandra, it might have been the Brash barbecue. I can't remember the name. Blue.
Well,
It definitely started with a B. I told
So,
Gaius.
okay.
He knows.
Okay.
I told him.
Okay. Well,
They also said that if we don't take the thing there, they're gonna kill all of us. So
we don't,
yeah,
but we don't have the thing we don't have. They want that.
the thing. I think so.
They
Yeah,
want the thing we don't have.
the thing we don't have. Yeah.
I'm I may have to do some asking about this. I may have to check. Maybe I can call in. I can
Yeah.
phone a friend. Maybe someone at the temple.
Ooh.
Cause yeah, but let's
You do,
let Gaius wake up.
if you
go ahead.
if you do that, do you have to go there or do you use magics?
I'm not as magically delicious as Gaius, so I would actually have to go.
Ah.
I'm not quite that level yet. I don't have the not I'm obviously not very skilled. I just, try to, I guess, scare my own and rub boobies
you're more
away.
like- You're more like Eldred magic level. Gaius uses wine magic, and it seems very strong. So
I'm just a baby cleric. I haven't developed my skills yet. I'm like an apprentice level. I'm not very good yet. I try.
well, after we talk to everybody, if you do go to the buffet, count me in.
I would love to take you to the buffet, Reed. We would have such a fabulous time.
I can just imagine the food they have there.
Anything that any culinary delight that you could imagine. All the seafood you could eat.
It's about this time
I
that
never-
I think Eldred probably comes down, and probably Gaius.
Hey,
Oh, good
Shit.
evening. Good
yeah,
evening.
what's hanging?
Not me anymore.
Yeah, well,
There's food. There's ale. Also,
excellent,
apparently, we
thank
have
you.
to go to the Blue Buttocks.
Nah, that's not it.
What was the name of
Let's
it?
wait for everybody else
Okay.
to join us before we.
I've been hearing a lot
If
about
we
Blue
go
Buttocks,
please.
though.
I am
Eldred goes,
Not
very
what the
excited
fuck did
about
I
the Blue
miss?
death
A little
threats.
miss a
We'll get
lot.
back to it later.
Death threats, and someone makes death threats and talks about going to the Blue Buttocks?
Well, it
That's
might have
what
been
it
like
is.
the braying boat or the.
Could it be a blue
The
Hawaii?
brain
Because I
bone
love
was a
those.
bee and a color.
It was a bee in the color. Wait,
Yep, try a different color that starts.
what was the
with
name
The
of it?
colorful bee,
Brown?
says Eldred.
Brown,
B. Oh, closer.
Black.
Black?
Yes, there you
Black.
go.
Oh, the black
Same
buttocks.
colors.
Got it.
Nope. First one correct. Second one not so much.
Black Bart.
Banana?
That's a bad guy.
What
Right?
was that?
Black
Like
banana?
what? Nope,
He said,
not a fruit.
Are you just messing with me? You know what it is, right? Just say what it is.
Uh huh. Yeah, no. I specifically
I'm
said I
just-
was going to wait for
Here,
everyone else to get down here.
is Reed
Because I'm sick and
Okay.
tired of
All
Reed
right.
myself.
sandwich
Eldred
here
goes,
yet?
can I get a ale and a whiskey, please?
Start-
Butterbeer?
I'm gonna
God,
get
man.
Reed his sandwich,
First
and
thing in
I'm
the
gonna
evening.
get him and myself some coloring sheets so we can just occupy ourselves until everyone gets downstairs.
Butterbeer goes, sure, I
I
just
know.
don't order any food. I don't want to miss this, says Eldred. Says Butterbeer as he starts pulling Eldred his beer and pouring him a whiskey. His
Yeah, it's
head
really not that
constantly
much.
over his shoulder listening to all of this.
The wild speculation. Yeah, it's cool. So the one thing we'll need to do also is decide upon timing to use the necropolis entrance to get to the other side of town for Calandra's information gathering mission stuff.
I'll
make
say Nikita and Butt Trumpet probably are waking up about now.
What do you miss?
So
Okay.
Butt Trumpet and Nikita come down, and you see everyone kind of like Reed, Gaius, and Calandra seem to be in this intense conversation. And for the very first time, you're seeing Butterbeer behind the bar. Like, you can tell he's listening and doesn't want to miss a moment of this. And you've never seen him like that before. And Eldred's just kind of like, you can see he's just like rolling his eyes and waiting for his drink that Butterbeer is pouring, but seems to be taking his time because his focus seems to be on them.
Can we tell what they're talking about? Do we catch any keywords?
Blue Buttocks comes up.
Okay,
Colorful
but Trumpet,
bee.
stay behind me. We don't know why they're talking about your bum.
I'm getting real uncomfortable.
I don't trust this. This is
Oh,
weird.
is that what
Why
it
are
was?
they
A Freudian
talking?
slip?
Like, do we have an HR department that I can talk to?
Yes, it's me.
We've got two freaking clerics.
This is
And
a
I think the
toxic environment.
bartender's the closest.
I agree. Anyway,
So all of you are together now. Read the gang's all
Oh.
here except for Vivalda.
excellent.
So,
Yep.
Nope, I was just gonna say, why are you talking about Butt Trumpet's bum?
No, it's
Oh, we're
Reed.
not.
Not Reed's bum. Not Reed's bum. No one's bum. Not right now.
No, I don't have any butt blood
What?
again, do I?
What?
Come on, man, we just woke up.
Sorry.
Reed was talking about buttocks. It's where we have to go.
No, I heard.
Buttocks.
I don't think buttocks is right. I heard a voice last night, and Gaius knows what it is, but he's being mysterious. And
No, I don't know who the
it's-
voice was.
well, now you know what I told
Oh, I
you.
know the
right?
location. Yes, because
Yes.
I requested like 4 different times. Wait for everyone to get down here so I don't have to repeat myself. And then we just started spouting random words together to try to form the name of a place that we may or may not have to go. Oh,
Yes,
by
it
the
was
way,
a
our
color,
lives were
and I think it's pretty much. It's the name of like probably a tavern or something, and the
Yep.
first
probably.
word was a color, and I'm pretty sure it was black, not blue.
Mhm.
And the second word was something like, boats or I don't know. I forget. Barbecues, not barbecues.
What did the voice
your
you
first word
heard
was
say?
kind of close.
Yeah, the content might be the most important.
Well, we have to go there, or they're going to kill us all. So that's what the voice was telling me.
Why?
We have to go there and bring them the thing. Bring them the thing that we don't have.
Oh.
And I think it was like a magic voice because I looked around my room and in the hallway, and there was nobody actually there. So I think I heard a magic-y voice.
Hey,
Magic
Butterbeer,
voice.
hot question
Yeah.
for you. Have you heard
Oh,
of
this
Black
ought to
Barnacle?
be good. Pardon me?
Black Barnacle.
That's
That's
it.
on the docks.
Barnacle.
Dock Bar?
Yeah.
Is it near one of the guilds?
It's down that way. It's not quite that far.
Oh, you
It's
know
a
what?
little
I'm
bit
thinking I went
past
to a
the
mermaid
aft
bar
hole.
there.
What?
The
I'm
aft
sorry.
hole. Oh, this is just past the aft hole?
The aft hall. Hole, yeah.
The aft hall or hole?
Hole.
Ah, aft hole. Okay.
I totally spit my ale out when he says that. I'm like,
I'm just like, oh my god, this is like. He
What?
already doesn't like me.
Is
Behave.
that right across the street from the Green Grunge?
No, it's
Don't want to get
not
the
too
green
far
bug
from
near
the
your
C
asshole.
ward.
Oh, come
C
on.
word.
No, C Ward.
Oh, C as in gotcha.
You know, SEA.
Yeah, no. I understood you. I think other people may have misinterpreted your words for some unknown reason.
So, like,
Yeah.
are we going there tonight to rain death upon
Well-
them, or can I go back to sleep because y'all are fucking weird?
Well, we're here. We're here trying to have that conversation.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've caught up.
the
Yay!
gist from what Reed said was they want the item, or we're all going to die tomorrow. Is the
Which
threat.
might be
So,
like tonight. I don't know what they
No.
meant by tomorrow.
probably, seeing as it's still today when they threatened us, it's the next night. So we're good to get a
Okay.
little bit more rest in and whatnot. The question is, do we deal with the Black Barnacle thing, or do we just ignore them because we're not going to be around? Probably tomorrow night if we head to the necropolis like we were planning, and then
That's
just
kind
deal
of
with it
what
when we
I'm-
come back.
Yeah.
Because
This sounds.
we
I
do
mean,
that, we
if they don't know
disappear
where
for a
we're
little bit.
going.
They can't. Oh, the necropolis thing.
If
Well,
the
so far
voice
they've
and
known-
the threats don't know.
that we know of. But maybe once we get going, hey, come on, follow us. If you can kill us when the dead people don't, good for you.
Here's the thing. We were the ones that obviously the upper crust thieves knew who we were and tried to
Yeah.
get it from us. They didn't, so they obviously found out somehow. So now the dock thieves are trying to do their turn. And instead of, just being elegant and pilfering this from it when we sleep, they're just going to threaten our lives. Which, meh. I don't mind necessarily turning the Black Barnacle into a red miasma necessarily, because I'm sure they're all bad people, and that's not on my conscience if they attack me first. But I think we want to hold off on that for now, just because of how hot everything is, with the whole colonnade blowing up.
Yeah.
Can we even get to the docks with that area locked down?
Yeah, we
Like-
just kind of go
Like Scooch?
south of here. Yeah,
Right.
right,
Okay.
Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
You get the feeling that if any part of the docks is closed down, it's all the way down by the colonnade, that area there, which is probably the absolute safest part of the docks and the most
To paint a
almost
picture,
touristy.
the docks are a strip along the south part of the city. The colonnades more toward the center. We're further west from there, so we
Right.
could just head directly south down. We just
Right.
had always
Gotcha.
been in the colonnade before we went to the docks.
Seven Rivers is on an incredibly large lake. The docks of the eastern districts are kind of all local fishing boats and such. On the western districts, the farther away from the colonnade you get, the sketchier it gets. The first section right by the colonnade is kind of a lot of transportation boats and stuff like that. It's a lot of people
More like
traveling go
shipping.
out of there. Yeah, well,
Like-
then further up, it's far more like shipping and also boats coming in from different areas that are, don't take passengers and such. And then further down, further, things just are sketchy, and it's all sorts of stuff that you can't really put a name on, but it's just, you just know that it's a lot sketchier, because that was where the Dirty Mermaid was, farther down.
Yes.
Ah, the
Yeah, that's
dirty
what
mermaid.
I was remembering. I was casually trying to hint. I was like, I knew it was a mermaid, and so the Black Barnacle. I was just wondering if I had past that, like on the way, which I guess I did.
Butterbeer says it's not quite that far.
Gotcha.
He
Okay.
says it's on the way, but you'll the Black Barnacle you'll see the aft hole long before you see the Black Barnacle because it's got a pretty big sign.
Yeah. So, hot question about the Black Barnacle. What kind of reputation does the bar have? Is it affiliated with ne'er-do-wells and sketchy?
Oh, no ne'er-do-wells. No, it's a dock bar. Yeah, it's
I enjoy dock bars every so often.
it's an inn that has a tavern on the first floor. So you got a lot
Okay.
of sailors there and midshipmen and such. And, this is one of their drinking places. You've got the people who work on the docks drink there. And from what I gather, ever since the city's been shut down, the docks are pretty well packed with people who haven't been allowed to leave the city. And from what I gather, the atmosphere down there is not real great because of that. A lot of people
I can
aren't real
imagine so.
thrilled.
Yeah. He helped
Is
some
it-
fine folk leave town right before. That's why I know the area a little bit. Help them book some passage.
Is the Black Barnacle associated with the Halfling gang, that Herringen, whatever they were called? Do you
The halfling guild that you're talking about, they're more kind of towards the cliffs, kind of opposite
Okay.
direction. That's where they are out of. Although
okay?
I gather that they kind of, rumor is they started in the eastern districts before all of this about half a year ago. They started becoming more prominent and moved over into the western districts, is what I've heard. I can't confirm it. I don't know if it's true, but that's the rumor.
Do you remember Butterbeer? I think it was you. The fancy blonde lady that came in to give us information as to when the halflings were holding a
Oh, yeah.
trumpet.
Mm-hmm.
Would she have any knowledge of this dock or the?
I can find out for you.
Couldn't hurt.
It'd be good to check out because I don't think we're going to be around here when they make the initial threat.
Yeah.
So, if we come back to some info to potentially even the playing field, that would be nice.
I lean in towards Calendar. Did he say the aft hole was really big?
And there were black barnacles near it. And something about a C word. They're killing me. And Butterbeard doesn't like me. So I'm trying
Why?
to behave. No, because
You know,
he said,
Did you guess his secret yet? He was a pirate.
"Ooh, he was a pirate, really?"
He's got a definite pirate name. He said something about a boat before too. He had a boat, I think. So.
Was it the man in the boat or a regular boat?
I don't know. There was a man. He was a man in a boat.
Yeah, I'm not following that reference either.
You look like a man.
I am. We should probably move along.
Okay.
Reed doesn't get it, but but I do.
The
We
keep it
know
doesn't
what's
want to
going
get
on.
it.
The kids don't, but we do.
Reed is Calandra's favorite in the whole wide.
I'm a little too gullible.
Just gullible enough.
Okay, Butterbeer, who seems like the story has lost its luster for him, brings Reed out your food, brings Eldred out the food that he ordered after he finally got his drinks. Looks to Butt Trumpet, Nikita, and Gaius and says, "Do you want anything?"
Oh yeah, a meal and some drinks, please. that'd be much appreciated.
Okay, this late in the day, I've got sandwiches and ploumans.
That's fine.
Okay,
And a bloody baron,
can I-
please.
Bloody Baron, you got it. Reed?
Can I get a plowman's too? I mean, the sandwiches are good, and I'll eat them.
Absolutely, Reed. No problem.
And
Thank
a
you.
plowman's stuff.
Okay. Coming right up. He makes the drinks for the three of you, pours Gaius his beer, pours him a whiskey, makes your Bloody Baron, turns to Butt Trumpet and says, whiskey, ale, or what?
Coffee, please.
Can't do it, little blue friend. A little late for that.
Ah, boo. An ale, please.
You got it. 2 seconds later, puts one in front of you and says, I'll go get your food started. And walks into the back.
Calandra just leans over to Reed. She's like, "Yeah, I think after we get back, I have to start staying back at the temple again." He said that stuff like this didn't happen before I got here.
Which
Stuff
part?
like what?
The explosions and
Oh
little
no,
clerics
that's not.
getting hung up in the hallway.
No, that's true.
He said I made
I
things.
mean, it's literally the first time that ever happened.
Like, I shouldn't say explosions. The person on fire in the hallway. And
That's already happened.
To be fair,
Yeah.
you didn't start the fire. It was burning because of Eldred turning.
Yeah. It also, I mean, you definitely missed the part where I turned someone's brains into Jello against the wall one time here.
oh, wow.
Sounds
That's
not just
why I
you.
said. That's why I was saying, guys, his magic's really strong.
That was just fist magic.
Mhm.
Don't go there.
That-
Just keep
I created sentient light.
They created sentient light. That's correct.
Wait, who did?
Me, with my bunnies.
What did you do?
Trumpet.
Oh, right.
Sentient life.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't want to make things harder on you guys. So, if he's like,
Pretty
We keep it to
sure.
ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah, we're too good.
Eldred says, if Butterbeer can put up with Butt Trumpet, he can probably put up with you. It shouldn't be a problem.
oh,
Yes, butt trumpet is the biggest problem.
Right.
Fuck
Don't
you,
think- but-
Eldred.
but Trumpet seems like a fucking delight. But Trumpet is like a
Thank you.
gift. I want my very
And
own.
Eldred's saying this as he looks at you, Calandra, and behind him he puts up his hand for a high five to Butt Trumpet.
Oh,
So
I
then
look
what
at-
do we
I
do?
look over.
finished.
I look over at Nikita. So, if one of us was actually not Butterbeer's favorite, who do you think it would be? Is it me? I could be annoying sometimes.
Probably you or Gaius. Duh.
What?
Well, Gaius
me.
keeps paying him. Gaius keeps paying him, so it's probably me.
It can be me. It's okay.
Yes, he likes you for
It's
your
okay.
eating and drinking, and he likes Gaius for his paying.
I mean, he could equally dislike all of us. Kind of a package deal here.
Hey, kids, you're all just terrible.
It's just all of them.
Thank you, Butt Trumpet. I appreciate the voice of
You
reason
know
in these
just how to
scenarios.
make a girl feel special.
We're all just a pain in the ass at one point or another. We just take turns.
Honestly, I think if adventuring doesn't work out, we should buy the aft hole and then 4A at the aft hole, and we make it our own inn.
We should buy a bar.
Oh, I know how
Oh,
we'll
no.
retire.
And we'll call it puzzles. Why is it called puzzles? That's the puzzle.
So,
Eldred
what do we need?
says, We with all sorts of names we could because it's always sunny in Seven Rivers.
There'll be a place where everybody knows your name.
We already seem to have that covered. We don't
Yeah.
need to go into it.
Making your way in Seven Rivers today.
Something you got. Anyway,
Eldred says so. Wait, I came down and Reed was saying something about killing all of us, and we're laughing here. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm missing something.
Oh, Guy said it's a problem for like tomorrow. So
Oh,
Guy either snuck into Reed's room or his mind. That's a different thing to unpackage.
I think it was a magic
Threatened
voice.
our lives for the thing we took, which we can all assume is the thing that's no longer in our, around.
Yeah, they said they know we have it.
So to bring it to the Black Barnacle tomorrow night, which is not this night right now, but the next one, or we're all going to die slow, painful deaths, Reed being the last and most painful of all.
At least
Oh.
that was last.
yeah. I'm okay with that part. Because Reed needs to feel special.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah,
Oh, he's a special little boy.
that's right. He
What
is a special little boy.
Special boy. He's our special boy.
My trumpet
who's our
hands Reed a
special
sheet of
boy?
stickers.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, I believe we already established that Reed and Calandra both took out crayons and paper.
Yeah.
And parchment, I mean. So, as they're having their sandwiches and drinks, they're also drawing on placemats.
But Trumpet, are you able to like magically create glitter glue for them?
If I did, it would only be by accident.
Perfect. It's a sure thing.
No. I've seen some of the other accidents, though.
The magical glitter bomb.
I'll be so
I've seen some of the
sparkly.
other side effects.
That'll make
I'm
me
gonna keep an eye on the spell book, though, see if anything is even remotely applicable.
Just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
Who's this man?
So
Dustin?
Dot,
Eldred says, so, like, all joking aside, I say again, this killing us part,
Mhm.
that sounds like something we should be concerned about.
Correct. Which is why
Mhm.
if we're trying to head to the necropolis tomorrow, we won't be around to be murdered. And then we can deal with it when we get back. And have
And
our
After they're
good friend-
really pissed off.
after an extended period of time, they'll realize we don't have it anymore. They've lost out.
if they were, so if it was a voice, if they didn't break in, if it was someone communicating with Reed telepathically, then would it matter where would they be able to find us though? If they
that
like,
would
if
be
it
the
was a
fun
voice-
part, I think. If they came
Do you think
looking.
they're still? Do you think they're still in my head?
No.
I think you.
No,
I
Reed, I
you
think
check 'em
you're
out when you
safe.
woke
I
up,
don't think
you're
there's
fine.
enough room in there,
No.
Well,
says Eldred.
Eldred, what do you
Yeah,
think
okay.
we should do? Just burn down the Black Barnacle?
Ooh, are we
I
gonna burn
was
it
thinking
down?
go check it out, and I mean, burning it down might not be a good idea from the way Butterbeer is describing it. Some people might have a problem with that.
Yes.
I did tell.
And if
Reed
they have a problem with
I-
it, we may then become the subject of their wrath.
Oh no, more people would be pissed. Yeah, probably.
We're good at that,
Oh, we're excellent at that.
I did tell Reed that I could go to the temple because of where it's at and people coming through, that I could ask some of the ladies there if they had heard or seen
Oh.
anything.
Well, you know what?
That's right.
We can do that. We can head to your temple there
Yeah.
first, see if you can pick up some information ahead of time. The whole group can
Yep.
come. There's
Yep.
entertainment for everyone.
And we can
Uh,
finally get Reed
I
to
can
stop
finally
talking about the buffet.
And I can read
I
some
want to
books.
see it, and I want to eat it. I want to eat all of it. I want to eat all of it.
Yeah, this is great. We'll do that, and then once Calandra, you collate as much information, and Reed has
Yes.
gorged
fill.
himself. We'll move on to the Black
Absolutely
Barnacle.
stuffed.
You cruel
I might not have to
motherfuckers,
eat.
seriously.
I might not have to eat for days after that.
Yeah, we did it. We broke
gonna-
No
balls.
shit. Yeah, we chased
Uh-oh.
the DM out of the room.
Uh-oh.
So
We
we'll
are
go
terrible.
from there. Yes. So we'll go from
I-
there to the
Not
Black Barnacle.
Calandra, this is Ruby. I apologize.
I
Calandra,
know.
take your time though.
This is Chris. I don't.
No surprise there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
Oh,
after,
that was a really
after
good line,
Reed's-
Dan.
Virtual high fives to Chris here. Yes, awesome. Just
after Reed's done having his fill, we'll move on from
Really?
what?
You son of a
Or
bitch, you saw the way he dealt
filling.
with Happy Harry's.
What?
Oh, I don't want to go there
This is
again.
not the same.
Yeah,
No, we're not going to Happy Harry's. This is a totally different
No.
environment.
This is
Okay.
not
They
a
have
totally
books.
different environment. There will be just as
Oh.
much
Eldred
leather
says-
as
Been there.
people will be wearing it.
They have gambling. They have literature to read. There are
the library.
food
It's
to eat.
classy.
There are parts of that
That's
place that are
that's not
classier
code.
than others.
That's not code. We
Eldred
I was
goes,
just kind of hoping for the
you know,
restaurant part.
Nikita. Classy.
it's
Classy.
a classy joint.
It's
We
classy.
keep it classy. We keep it
So-
classy.
So anyway, yeah, we'll stop at Calandra's temple real quick to pick up some
Yeah.
information. Maybe
Yeah.
a snack. I'll read a little bit, and then we can go on to the Black Barnacle and do a little recon and maybe deter some folk from like threatening our lives again.
Yes.
I think Butterbeer is getting tired of us leaving corpses for him.
Yes, we'll leave them elsewhere. I had the last set walk themselves out of here.
No, that was very
I-
handy. Very, very handy. And hopefully Hannibal is large enough now to continue eating them.
Right.
Butterbeer
just-
comes back and hears the last bit of this and says, by the way, you mentioned that there's one still on the third floor hanging?
Oh shit!
No one
Oh.
cut it down?
Oh no,
God.
that magic
It
would
was
have
only
weared off.
earlier
That
this
thing's-
evening, or it was only late this afternoon.
Guys gets up. He's like, "I'll be right back," and just goes running upstairs.
He goes, I've been waiting for you to do that to clean up the hallway that nearly burnt down. He looks at Eldred.
Eldred.
So Nikita,
Sorry.
Calandra said they have really good seafood there, so I don't think it's like Happy Harry's.
They probably do have some seafood, but it's one of those jokes that I think you'll get once you're there and you realize what other food you see.
Oh, is there like gross
Yeah,
food?
no, we're.
Uh,
What?
Is there like gross food, like like
Vegetables.
It just depends on what your preference
Oh,
is, what your taste is.
okay?
You know, Reed.
Well, I'll just pick.
Parsnips. Eggplants.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
All the
Right,
protein a
that's-
growing boy needs.
right.
I'll just pick,
Okay,
I'll
so-
just pick the good stuff. It's a
That's
buffet. You
probably
can pick what you
smart,
want.
says Eldred.
Reed, come up with a good word so that we know when you are overwhelmed and you need to get the fuck out.
We need
So,
a safe
just
word.
in case.
Mine's pineapple.
See, this is good. Pick a
Okay.
nice random word. That way, if you start, if you need to leave, we can get you out of there.
I
Okay.
really like that.
I'll think of one.
The what? Huh?
I don't know why I'd be
Oh, I
worried
just
about
said I
it.
really-
Yeah, I'll think of one.
But,
I'll come up with
but
one.
Trumpet, what were
Think
you
of
saying?
one.
Oh, I was just saying that I love this idea, and I think that it could apply to everybody. If anyone's getting overwhelmed and We need to GTFO.
This is actually true.
Absolutely. Code words
Yep.
for all.
Code words for we're getting our asses kicked or something. We should all think of code words. I like this. Okay.
Is the buffet gonna fight me? I'm so confused.
No.
It
well-
depends
Well,
on
if
if you
you- if-
insult it.
Or if you want it to.
Reed, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
I'm a little nervous about the buffet now. Okay.
Everyone's nervous
You're
the first
imagining
time.
these
It's
cold
okay.
Jesus coming to life. Like,
Eldred goes, all you can eat. Butterbeer has brought out an additional plowman, a couple extra sandwiches here and there. You start talking about going down to the temple. He immediately peace outed back into the kitchen.
I'm sorry.
So I think by this point you've all had your fill of sandwiches and ploumans, and or maybe on your second, third, fourth, or fifth drinks, depending, considering
or plowman.
yeah. In the case of Reed, your second, third, or fourth, or fifth plowman. Or did I misread that,
like-
Yeah,
Nikita?
Reed, save
You
some-
misread that
save
one.
some for later. Yeah.
as I finish up my food, is Gaius back yet?
No.
With the corpse.
Not
Okay,
yet.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with the body.
And speaking
kinda
of
look
which,
around.
why doesn't everybody take off their headphones but Gaius, please? And we'll see what he's doing with the corpse. After our last conversation, this should be interesting. Gaius, sir,
Yes.
you went up to the second floor, and what did you do from there?
Collected a few materials and then went up to the third floor. What is the
Okay.
state of the corpse?
It's
I know it's
still
burnt.
hanging at the top of the hallway.
Yeah, cut it loose, obviously.
Okay. It's like the front part and the face in particular. Like the one side is crispy, like really,
Gotcha.
really burnt to a crisp. The other side is just dead
Fine.
looking.
Okay. Yeah, fine-ish.
And the
Gotcha.
wall behind it, you can tell he caught it from an angle, went up and down. And behind it, there's scorch marks on the wall and on the door jamb. But now that you're up there and taking a good look at it, you notice the scorch marks behind the body. You can see not only the outline of the body hanging, but there was obviously another figure standing right behind it that probably caught a good brunt of this flame as well.
Interesting. Okay. Well, just drag this over here, guys. Drags it off the stairs and onto like a flat surface. Does the cloak and the clothes look okay? Like, say it in the dark, would they be okay, passable?
It depends, because like I said, the one side is pretty crispy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll figure that in a second. Gaius whips out a little penknife, cuts his finger, dribbles some blood, and takes a pinch of grave dirt mixed with bone dust, sprinkles it on the head, and starts muttering some unspeakable words that cannot be understood by man. Fatagan, Thethun, and as he says that, the next droplet of blood that falls off becomes purple fire, drips on between the brow, creeps into the eyes that then glow a purple light, and the body reanimates.
Okay.
Hello, friend. Excellent. Well, no noise, unless I say otherwise. Also, you don't hurt anyone, unless I tell you to. Excellent. Let's come on downstairs to my room. I think I got a spare. You know what? I do have an extra sewer cloak laying around. So me and friend are gonna go down to the room, and I'm gonna drape a sewer cloak over him to help mask
Okay.
his chardons.
Okay.
I take him in there. I'm like, "You're gonna wait here, and I will be back. Don't go anywhere." And guys,
In your
close and
room,
locks
right?
the door. God, it's. You know what? He takes it back up to the third floor, the room he had used earlier. He puts it in there because he's not staying in there. Closes, locks all the windows. Like,
Oh, I think I put in
Drag-
Reed's room actually.
no, not that mean. Drags like a bookcase across the window, closes the door, locks it in there, and then like puts a sign that says like "Do not disturb sleeping" or some nonsense on there, and he goes back downstairs. I will
Okay.
be returning for him when we leave.
Okay. Okay, then you go back downstairs?
Yeah.
To the bar or to your room?
Seeing as I know we're getting ready to go out for the night, like I'll stop in my room real quick and just, armor up and get my gear on for a night of frivolity. No,
Okay.
I was about to put the vestments on. I'm like, no, gonna go incognito for this one. Just the armor and like, some of the thief stuff that I have acquired now. So
Gotcha.
you don't necessarily know I'm a cleric. But yeah, then I had to.
The rest of you are finishing up your multiple plowmans, and your sandwiches, and your drinks, and your ales, and your all sorts of discussions. And eventually you just see Gaius come down. He's changed into kind of dark. You're in your leather armor now, Gaius?
Oh no, I'm in the scale mail, but I have like all the thiefy accoutrements. No clerical vestments showing.
Okay.
Ready for a night out in the town. Hair slicked back, beard trimmed.
I guess we gotta get our armor
You
on.
start hearing Bee
We're doing our
Gees
thing.
music in the background.
Somewhere a bard
Anyway.
strikes a tune.
Anyway, Butterbeer. The problem on the third floor is taken care of, buddy.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That was quick.
Oh, yeah. These problems practically solve themselves now for me.
Curious, but okay. I'm not going to argue.
Yeah, I would.
Okay, so I can go up there and later when you guys take off, I can start cleaning up that hallway and then get to the rooms that you guys slept in.
Yes, after we left, you can do all of that.
Okay, good.
Don't go in my room before then.
While you guys are staying in your rooms, I never go in your rooms.
Oh no, the third floor room I borrowed from you. But once I go, you'll be good. You can go in there.
Oh,
Just don't go
okay.
up there right now. That's all.
Can I
You
do
and
an
your
insight
cold
check?
companions will be leaving soon. I take
Yes,
it. Go ahead, Nikita.
do it. Learn the mysteries of Gaius.
Nikita is very concerned that he's talking like she is assuming he has set up another trap, but if Butterbeer is fine, then I am fine.
Nothing to see here. Carry on.
These are not the bodies you're looking for.
Exactly.
There are other bodies
corpse
out there.
you're looking for.
Get my stuff.
Okay, so everyone gets your stuff together now. Just to be clear, because
When
go
they
ahead,
go
guys.
up, when they go up, I approach Butterbeer. I let them know, hey, we're gonna need some Like, I guess whatever you guys adventuring gears wise would have given me, I don't think you gave any of that. But like the money you gave me, Butterbeer, some of the money we stored, just bring that out.
All of it, or
No. Just on the very top is like the money that they gave to me and we stored downstairs.
okay, so all of that's on the top of the pile.
Yeah. Just assume I put all the heavy stuff down and it's just like
All right.
heavy stuff, magical stuff.
It was all in
money.
sacks, right? It was all in like pouches and stuff.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, he goes.
So
Yeah,
each
no
one,
problem.
there's money back. Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate that. While they're upstairs
No
getting
problem.
ready. No way. They're not aware.
Now, because of a discussion that happened before, I just want to clarify so I know what's going on. When you leave the Stone's Throw this evening, the comment was made that you are taking all of your magic and all of your valuables with you. Before, that's how you always were doing things. Is that the way it always is? Nothing's ever being left behind?
Magical stuff, I usually keep that all myself. I've obviously left most of my wealth in a vault somewhere. So I do have, yes, like, but I keep it like hidden in places on my person, wealth-wise.
Okay. Because some of the magic stuff is a little bigger than other magic stuff.
I guess depending, like, if any of it's like too bulky, like the jars of stuff that are magic material related, if I need some of it, I might just take a little sample and leave the rest behind at
Okay.
the bar.
Would everyone but Gaius please take off your headphones? Sorry to do this to you, but I just need to clarify something. The helmet.
The helmet. The helmet I'm not bringing around with me. And that I will leave
Okay.
in the secret spot in the bar. Yes, no.
Okay.
I'm not taking
That's-
the ultra powerful
I-
magic torture helmet of mind, whatever the hell that thing probably does. Yeah, that's
Okay.
staying hidden. And the moment I have the opportunity, I'm either passing it off to Murph or shoving it in my vault.
I just need to clarify.
I understood. Yeah, I didn't know what specifically you were asking about, but yes, that makes sense. You would want to clarify that.
Guys, all get your stuff together. You come down. Butterbeer puts a bunch of pouches on the bar and one big heavy one, which you recognize, Gaius, as belonging to Reed. It's the one with 100 copper pieces in it.
Reed, you could have made change, man. You know how heavy
How do I
that
do
shit
that?
is?
I do. It's really been like a
We
big
literally
lump in my
just-
pocket.
We're friends with the proprietor of an inn. You can make change for you. At least some of it.
Oh, I look at Butterbeer. Can you do that?
Not tonight.
Oh. Okay.
Hey, you know what? We could probably spend some at Calandra's Temple. I hear they take donations.
Wait, we're gonna donate?
We take all kinds of
It's-
things.
It's tips. Reed, you've never tipped people before?
Okay. I guess so. Oh.
It's good etiquette to always tip.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like when they
underneath
pass
his
around
breath
the
says-
plate.
It's always good to tip at the temple and the buffet with lots of pennies. That goes over wonderfully.
Well, they can make
Okay.
change.
Exactly.
I'll
Cha-ching.
make sure I'm a good tipper then. Okay.
You should be a good tipper there, Reed. That's very important.
Anywho,
Okay, so-
so once everyone's ready to go, I'm going to go collect my friend.
Okay, so are they meeting you outside?
Collect your friend.
Oh, yeah, just bring in an extra person with us.
Is Viv back?
No,
No.
not yet. But I will be messaging her to make sure she joins us for the Necropolis bit.
Right.
Hell, she might even, depending upon what happens, she might even show up beforehand. Who knows? I'll make
I go
sure, you
outside.
know what?
Eldred looks at you, Nikita, and goes, 4A keeps getting bigger and bigger every day.
Oh, no, just the This is just an add-on for like the next 8 hours or so.
As I'm walking
Okay,
out,
so this is
I
someone
commented-
that you brought on for hourly. Got it.
Yeah,
Just an hourly friend, all right.
you know,
Nikita
like a
is walking
24-hour
out the front
like a
door.
24-hour gig kind of thing.
Make it
I'm
worse.
familiar. It's
Yeah.
fine. You don't have to explain.
as I go out the
Please.
front
Okay.
door
I got you.
to Nikita, I go, "It's probably one of those stupid goblins."
Hey, watch it.
No.
Not you. You know, the stupid ones.
The green ones.
Making it worse.
What do you mean? I'm not stupid.
I'm like, just
What? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I go upstairs, I unlock the door. Come on, buddy.
Follows you.
Yep. I walk down past Butterbeer. Hey, third floor is all taken care of. You can clean up as much as you want. I put the third floor key in. All good to go.
He just doesn't say a word and just kind of watches you go out the door.
Later. Yeah, stay by my side, bud.
What do we see come out the door?
what do we see come out the door with guys?
A cloaked figure.
And
What's in the cloak?
I
Are
don't know.
you
Are you
the
gonna
cloaked
be rude
figure?
and are you gonna be rude and look?
yes.
Does it smell? Does
Yes.
it smell crispy?
Yes.
I
Fuck
don't
yes.
know. Well,
Does it smell like bad fried chicken?
I'm gonna say a variation of
Burn
pork,
chicken.
perhaps. Nah,
Or
more
monkey
pork.
meat. You're not sure.
Is it?
Is that a wizard?
No.
No.
Magic though. Magic.
Is it the
Oh.
person you burned?
I didn't burn anybody.
Okay.
Eldred says
Get
to
a little
Reed.
closer to
Reed, it is a
Nikita.
wizard. It's Carbonara the Black.
Yeah, you guys realize I've done this before, right? And you were fine. We're all cool with this, yeah? I'm just getting it out of our home
Into the public sphere.
at night, covered in a cloak.
If
That's where
Reed,
we
You know what?
Going
I've
for
seen
the
weirder.
dogs.
I've seen weirder shit. This is fine. This is fine. This is not the weirdest thing I've ever dealt with. This is fine.
if it
Hmm?
turns
Eldred
on
just
us,
side eyes Calandra like, I'm not even going to ask.
No, we're good. I got 24 hours.
what happens
Wow,
at the
24
end?
hours.
And then I can either reinstate
Their
control or
mother gets angry at him, and the father comes after
No.
him with a sword.
I either reinstate control or I dispose of it. I want to dispose of
I'm-
it early.
Yeah.
We're going to the docks. I'm feeding the fish.
Nikita is standing
Probably
directly in
some
front of it,
seagulls
trying
and
to see
ducks.
up into the hood. Can you hear what he's saying about you? We're going to dispose of you? Have you got a problem with that? Jesus,
lady
you
a thumbs
smell
up.
bad.
Give the lady a thumbs up.
Okay.
Nope, fuck
So-
that. I will put that fucking thing down the second I get a chance.
That's fine.
So you're like
You're not
looking
hurt.
up like
Listen,
this,
let
Nikita.
me take my cloak
and
off first.
right by your face, a thumb that's like black with char goes.
Yeah, we're fine.
And it smells of death and burnt ends.
This is gonna ruin my appetite.
No, you'll be fine.
No, I
Let's
didn't.
go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can eat.
Fine. I'm not
I still-
bringing it inside anywhere.
Oh, okay.
Eldred says,
Park it outside.
this from the guy who brought a sandwich down into the sewers.
And then brought it back with him.
I wasn't
Half
done
of
yet.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He ate it down there with the
All right,
particles in the air.
Calandra, lead on.
Please.
So I don't kill Gaius's friend.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Well-
Let's yes, we-
Well, hey, listen,
Get him.
friend is kind of like a loose term. More like a bud.
I'm really glad it wasn't one of those goblins.
Would two of you roll me a 20-sider, please? Any two of you, I don't care.
I'll do it.
So will I.
All right.
12? You're
And
good.
who's
Take
the
me
other
forever
one?
to find my cursor.
Ooh, ah.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
We are fucked. We're so not fine.
So you're headed down towards the docks. So you can go directly south of you, which is a way you haven't really gone before. You can kind of go a little bit over to the marketplace and then down, or you can go further west and go down via the Puka chute. All three of them will take you down to the warehouse district.
Puka shoot.
Personal
It's just a funny
recommendation. Personal recommendation. We kind of go the way we've gone before through the marketplace, perhaps. Or you know what? Maybe we shouldn't go near. Well, you know what? There's nobody out right now. There's a plague on. This is great. There's no one
There's
around,
a
right?
plague on.
Everyone's. Are your faces covered? Wear your scarves.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
Make
oh
sure
shit.
you're covered.
Yes. Cover your
Guys,
nose and mouth.
Gaius reaches into his pocket. Eyes on bug, face mask. There you go.
Okay, how are you? Are you kind of moving the hood so you can do that?
No. Like I reach, like I got it in one, like reach in through the cloak and then the other hand around and just yeah. There you go.
Okay, as Gaius is doing this, Nikita, you especially give me a perception check with advantage, and if anybody else wants to, they're more than welcome to.
Perception avec advantage. Good thing for that advantage.
Yeah.
Anybody else going to do that, or is it just Nikita?
I'll do it.
I got a
too.
19.
Let's see what we got.
Nice.
Okay.
And yeah, I
Reed
got a
and
20.
Nikita. Okay, all of you. When Gaius pulls the handkerchief taut, you definitely hear the crispy crunching sound of fried food.
Okay, so we're just walking with a fried chicken man.
More like fried pork. Ugh, this ash.
I think I'm actually getting hungrier by walking around with this guy.
And you notice he kind
Disturbing on a
of
different level.
limps as they walk, and they're they're a little on the slow side.
I
But
pull
you
out
eventually.
wineskin and just douse him with it a little bit. There we go. Work back in. That sells it.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yay.
Oh. Okay.
Ooh, now
Is
you're
that good for
fun.
us or bad for us?
Yeah.
Find out.
So you're coming down the hill towards the marketplace, the way you usually
Bad for
come
us.
down into the marketplace. You notice that the marketplace is not barren, but there's not a lot of people wandering about. There's some people hanging out in the shadows, some people in alleys. You notice not as many tents are up, and not as many stalls seem to be there. Quite a few seem to have been broken down. Like some of the tents have been taken down, but the sawhorses with the boards over top were still left there, and barrels and stuff like that. There's still one or two, like a handful of merchants still out there. And you see a couple, every now and then you'll see someone out off to the side, away from the series of tents and everything, who seems to be looking to do some business with anybody who's wandering around, or some of the people in the shadows. You'll notice some people doing business there. We'll say, Gaius, with your passive perception, you're the one who picks up on this first. You notice two sets of these. two groupings. One at the far end of the market square, and
Yeah.
one about halfway towards you. It's a group, and being that the one's kind of closer to you, it's a group of. They look like burly, strong-armed, like they definitely look like fighters or mercenaries or people who are used to doing adventurer work or just killing work. But they're surrounding two people that you recognize, not the people, but what they're wearing. And Eldred notices it too. They're wearing the robes of students from the university. So each group has two of these students and 4 or 5 of these burly individuals. It looks like 2 females and 2 males on one, and 3 females and 2 males on the other one farther down. But the students' robes, whereas you know from talking to Eldred and from doing this, being alerted that certain wizard colors mean things. The student robes are kind of like a blend of cobalt blue and gray. So it's kind of like if you've ever seen cadets from the Citadel, they have something similar. It's almost like you can see the thread count of like the cobalt blue, and there's gray in there, and there's little thinner strands of black. So it's not a uniform color. So you can tell that they're easily recognized as the university's students, their robes. And the students have these long sticks, and they're just kind of doing grid squares in the market. And each one seems to just kind of have their own and be going, and they're just seeming to do. You see, like the ones that were halfway towards you come halfway towards you. They come to the edge of the square, go over about 5 feet, turn around and start going the other way. And you can kind of see at the other end, they're doing something similar, but they're doing the width.
Gotcha. So the strongmen are protecting the students who are doing this grid pattern search?
Well, you're not sure. It's because normally if they were protecting, they'd look like they were trying to have a presence.
Yeah.
More
They look like they're just
forcing them to
kind
do
of
what they're
hanging out
doing.
with them. It's like they're just kind of hanging out, waiting, just kind of like walking with them. They're not like having a guard. It's like they're standing behind them, just kind of strolling along behind them. It's almost like they're keeping them company.
Oh, I was like, so it doesn't look like they're forcing them to do it either, just that they're there.
No.
Okay.
No, it's like
there-
it's like a group hanging out. And it's weird.
That
They're just I don't know. You get the feeling. You know what? Give me an insight check.
They're like search buddies.
Gaius left.
Uh-oh.
I thought he was going to do the insight check.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
it's like
Don't know if my intelligence would be the best one to do that for. Otherwise,
Well,
I
go
volunteer
ahead.
to do it.
it's like
You can do it
I
too.
can-
So go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Butt
but my bonuses aren't like his bonuses. That's the only concern.
right.
Well, it's
Yeah.
insight. It is not.
It's not wisdom.
Right.
Or it is
it's not.
wisdom.
No, it's not perception. It's insight, which is.
Intelligence.
There we go.
Nice.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay.
deal.
You get the feeling they're waiting for something. These kind of big burly people. It's like they're just waiting. They're just kind of hanging around, waiting for whatever they're waiting for. But it's the two students that are doing all the work. You get the impression.
Remind Nikita of anything? Any kind of group sports or training that some people might do?
So get ready to play
Good.
Quidditch.
You can give me a history check with disadvantage, I would say.
Roger Debris presents history.
You have no clue what this is, Nikita. It's just weird.
Do we
But they
do
don't
we all
seem
see
to
them now? Do we all see them now?
Yes. Eldred
Okay.
has especially been a
I
guy
was under the
says-
impression I did not. Yeah.
Well, no, it's just, you weren't really paying attention. Gaius noticed it first. Eldred noticed it second. Eldred pointed it out to the rest of you, which brought it to your attention.
Happy Mother's Day, everyone!
Yes.
Mom,
Hey,
And
Mom, I
all of
just
us here
animated
at
a zombie,
Grognard and
Mom.
Friends, we would like to wish Gaius's mother a happy Mother's Day.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
so... Oh, it's okay.
No.
Mom.
I'm apologizing to her for
Oh, okay.
how I
Mom,
did
I
it.
gotta
hang
go.
on.
I just
Gaius's mom, keep hanging around because it only gets better.
I gotta go. I just
Also,
animated a corpse.
I can't. Now, my mom, or Gaius's mom, would probably, who's, as far as I know, still alive, probably not, wouldn't be a big fan of it either.
Anyway, so this gang looks up to something.
Right,
But
and
not
that's
really.
it. So,
Dangerous? Just kind of
not
fucking around?
no, they're not looking threatening at all. They don't look like they're protecting these students. They're just kind of walking behind them, waiting. It looks like.
I say
And
to
you're coming.
I say
You're
to
entering
Eldred.
in. Go ahead, Reed.
I say to Eldred, are those like magic sticks or something? What are they doing?
Normally, I'd say probably waiting to toast marshmallows, but it might be a spell thing. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
Oh.
Hey, Bud, do me a favor and don't walk inside the market square. Go out and follow us in the alley off to the side. Good job, Bud. I slap him on the back. And if you don't hear with me from within the hour, drop dead.
Starts
Give me a
kind
thumbs up if you understand. All right. Good. Also, thumbs up with the other hand that's not crispy. Nope, just one. The uncrispy one.
So you're acknowledging the crispiness.
I never didn't.
I just think it's weird that we're supposed to take this in stride. That's all. We're moving on. I just think it should be said
Nope.
out loud.
Eldred goes so much for Weekend at Bernie's, but okay.
Later though. Later. But also Bud Trump and I did this before when we got rid of the bodies, remember? You were there.
It was weird then, too.
Oh. Well, you didn't bring
Eldred
it up.
says Exnay on the Adibe when the group starts making its way towards your corner of the market again.
Ah, yes.
There's those magic words again. I don't know what they mean.
It's an ancient tongue. Don't worry about it.
Okay, all right, we can have a talk about it later. I have no problem talking about things.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay, Reed. It's just a buffet blessing. I was preparing.
I'm glad you're excited about the
I
buffet
start
too,
snapping my
Eldred.
fingers as we walk.
Yeah, not suspect at all.
You see Butt Trumpet doing this slow slide to the side. Dun, 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 dun.
If we get into normal conversation range with these people, as a greeting, I just let them know we're just on our way to the buffet. What are you guys doing?
Big
Smooth.
Was that what smooth is? Because I'm glad I'm not smooth. Then.
two of them kind of look at you, and one looks about ready to say something, but the female puts a hand on their shoulder, and they look at him, and the female just goes, and they go back to what they were doing.
Are you using the sticks to find something?
I put my
I can help you
hand
roll.
on Reed's shoulder and do the.
It's
Oh.
okay, and we just kind of wave to the people, and we're like, "We're going, we're going."
Okay, all right. I thought we
As
wanted
they
to know what they
continue
were.
on, the female kind of keeps an eye on you,
Keep an eye on
Come
them.
on.
and the group in general, I guess.
Nothing
Why? We're
suspicious
so
at all
subtle.
about
I'm
us.
like, okay, read.
Sorry,
read,
I thought we.
read.
I thought we wanted to know
you're-
what they
you're-
were doing.
Well, but quietly.
Or
We've
like
gotta
by
keep those
not
thoughts
directly
inside
asking
sometimes.
them.
Okay.
So from now on, if you have a question with those big scary looking people that could literally stomp my ass into the ground, what we're going to do is we're going to keep that thought in our head until we're awake.
So
Got
you
it.
go.
You get an extra
turn
sandwich.
down an
parenting.
alley. You turn down an alley to head down towards the warehouse district.
Hey, bud.
You notice a few sketchy people in the alleyway here.
More than a
just
few.
kind of hanging. Yeah, just kind of hanging.
Bud comes
crispy.
sauntering up.
Gaius hears one of them kind of say, with your passive perception, say, "Need some pixie dust."
Nah, good. Go to a buffet.
What's that?
No read.
Huh.
No
yeah.
read.
We don't need
not what you-
candy. Got
It's
it.
not what you think.
I give the
Let's
old whistle I can't do in real life, but all my characters can do in RPG. A whistle with my fingers.
Boys and girls, this is why you roleplay, because you can do all the things you can't do in real life.
Like travel.
Like
Anime corpses,
Afford
go
alcohol.
to buffets.
Pat your head and rub your tummy.
Exactly.
Very
I
difficult.
wish I could do.
And whistle.
Yes.
So,
Whistle.
about 2 blocks later, Gaius, after having numerous other offers for other sorts of things, some of which you have no clue what they were. The names were just
I'm just curious
weird.
now.
Yeah. You're,
further
most of the
research
stuff
on that
you
later.
kind of figured you know what it is. 1 or 2 you weren't sure if it was a substance
is
or an
just
individual,
gross, sir.
actually. And
Nice.
about 2 blocks away, you walking down the alley parallel to you, you see something lumbering along, kinda, that you've caught up to.
Hey, bud. Come over here, bud.
And it's about this time that you notice someone talking to it.
Huh, cool.
Oh, nice. Interesting.
Gaius, will he talk back?
No.
Oh.
And you see the things, your buddy stop, turn its head. And as it turns its head, the person talking to him kind of does one of these. And it starts walking to you, and the person starts kind of stepping back a little bit.
Now, bud, I told you, you've been really hurt recently, and we need to get you back to the house for the healing.
That's our friend, Crazy Eddie.
It's fine.
Now,
His injuries are insane.
Let's get you back. Let's get you back to the burn unit, bud. For
We
your
were allowed one
souls.
day out with you.
You can only go out at night so the sun doesn't hurt your skin.
So elaborate and sad.
Eldred says, "Come along. I think you might need some lotion."
Sure, they got it where we're going.
Hey, yeah.
And then some.
Also known as cocktail sauce.
Any kind of lubricant you choose.
Sometimes it smells like strawberries. Anyway,
Would someone
Zombies!
give me a perception check, please?
Somber.
No, not me.
Perception, I'll do it.
thank God, Gaius is hella perceptive.
Thank Bacchus.
Yeah, my natural,
Thank Bacchus.
my passive perception is redonkulous. So let's see what rolling will do.
That sheen is ridiculous.
Yeah, I think I perceive whatever
Okay.
it is. 25.
Okay.
Oh, you perceive.
I perceive.
You get down to the warehouse district. You know, it takes a while to get down there. Reed, are you?
I'm sorry.
God
I'm
damn it.
sorry. I'm sorry.
You're not
Not
sorry.
Calandra. Ruby, sorry. Calandra, not at all.
Claire is oblivious to it.
Okay, look at
How you doing?
Well, tonight's episode is like a college frat party. People keep passing out.
Damn it, Paul, you got me that time with your injuries are insane.
Well, thank you.
Ladies and
I'm glad someone got it.
Yay!
So you get down to the warehouse. And the warehouse, as you may remember, the main road through the warehouse is a larger thoroughfare. And when you get down here, you do notice that compared to the market and up by the university and the inn where you and the stone store where you originally came, there were people here and there. In the market, there were a few more people. The warehouse, the roads are completely barren. It's like being on Wall Street on a Saturday or night. It's like nothing. Except through the course of walking around there twice, you see two more of those groups of two students and a group of these heavily armed people just kind of walking behind them, kind of going up and down the streets. One on the big thoroughfare, one kind of doing alleys.
Okay, Eldred, what the fuck? Anything, Eldred? You know
couldn't
anything?
tell you.
This is what the fuck? Do you think they're... You know what? I'm not even gonna say it out here.
Gaius,
Yes.
do you think they could be using that magic that you use to find stuff?
They're probably using some kind of brand of potentially detection magic of one form or another. They're probably focused on something a little bit more specific. If they're walking grid patterns, no wonder. Well, so they're from the university. They might be trying to detect something maybe with the plague, if it's a magical one in nature, or... Let's be honest, there's some shady stuff in the Eastern District. If they're just walking grid patterns as a detection process to keep them from happening here, that could be a thing. Ooh! Or they could be looking for a missing magical item that's super powerful.
See, that's what I'm worried about.
Why would we be worried about that?
Well, I
We
was
don't
not
know what
worried
it
for
is.
my... Just generally concerned.
I think if you hang out with us, you're just going to live that lifestyle of generally concerned at all
Of
times.
low simmering anxiety
Yes.
about my
I gesture
life
to the
at all
zombie.
times. Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, you do not use that word.
Hey, I didn't
Is that
say
offensive
it.
to
I'm
us?
just describing my action.
What she's...
They're the
Eldred looks at you, Calandra, and says, "Welcome to the party, pal."
Well,
This is the recently undead. All right. Nobody objected when I made the horse come back.
That was neat. This is a little
Did
creepy.
someone get him his
Mhm.
handbook for the recently deceased?
Could recently undead. Yeah. Oh, you know what?
Go with that.
I started.
It's a pamphlet,
more of a-
actually.
Yeah, I was about to say it's more.
That is good as a pamphlet, and guys are so fond of the pamphlets. You have so many.
Well, you know what? This city has excellent card stock. Surprisingly, I don't know if it's a byproduct from all the brewing.
Just-
Is there an Office Max in the marketplace?
Welcome to
Got
Office
these
Maximus.
great colored index cards. These glittery
Office
gel
Maximus.
pens.
Xmas movie.
You see this wizard in armor with their shield held down, and things just keep going.
We have the order of the
Sheets,
scribes.
sheets of parchment coming out from the wizard's beard onto the shield.
And behold, he forms a little red orb that says, "That was easy."
Yeah. Surprisingly so.
The other wizard comes over, picks him up, and goes, "Now everyone will come to our yard sale," and walks away.
But like, how do you deal with a wizard jam though? Like when they get all stuff. Okay.
Now you gotta dispel magic real quick. Quick dispel magic clears it all out.
The wizard just starts choking.
Spell!
The colors of the orbs in their hands just become more faded and like they're out of toner. It's just an outline.
Yeah, this is how this world's magic works.
This must be a new industry, Paul.
So
Anyway.
what were we doing?
I have no idea. anymore.
So were you headed
We're
to...
going to the red light district. That's right.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Where there's probably not
Calandra's
an office
leading the way.
next.
Probably.
No.
Temple.
We're going to a temple.
We're going
Okay,
to a
so-
temple.
You're going to the Alley of Red Lanterns.
Such a classier name than the red light district. I gotta approve that name, by the way.
Makes it classy.
Again with the Clancy.
Classier. Classy.
Classy.
We keep it classy there.
Classier.
Gotta keep it classy there.
Yeah, full class. Yeah, coming out of my anyway.
Yeah.
You save that energy for later.
Yeah. Guys is going there. He is fully interested in just reading the books that are upstairs.
The guy who talks to the cat at the party.
Right. Hey, I feel called out.
Yeah.
Scene.
Cat and the dog and the hamster.
Listen, you don't know Gaius' backstory. He could have some lost love that he just doesn't talk about. And nobody's cared to ask him about his life or anything that happened to him before.
I'm pretty sure we've
Oh.
tried, and yeah, you just don't
Nikita.
go. So yeah, I got like a lost love.
Nobody asked him specifics.
Well, we're gonna start asking specifics then.
About to say that's gonna make for an interesting conversation. Thanks for
Yup.
giving us all those ideas. Now we're
You're
gonna
welcome.
get very specific, like very oddly specific.
It's all right.
So when you go down the alley towards this alley that this alley is off of,
Right.
there seem to be a lot more people in the alley kind of offering you different illicit substances and such.
Oh, that checks
There
out.
seems
And
to
not
be
so
males and females also offering you services. Some you're not quite sure what gender they identify as, but I mean it's basically all sorts around that are
Yes.
making offers to you for all sorts of things. You get to the alley and you're headed down there, and you okay there, Cheryl? Nikita?
Yeah.
Okay.
I went to say something to read, and then I think my conscience was like, "Don't do it." So I will put my hand on Reed's shoulder. I will gesture down the alleyway, and I will say, "Behold, a buffet of sexual stuff."
What?
Do you
That's
get
not
it
what we
now?
were. Actually, that's not what I was implying.
That's- Buffets inside.
There's a buffet
Oh.
inside one of the buildings.
The real buffet, right? Yeah. Okay. It's a
There's a
Nikita,
literal
real
buffet.
thing.
For shame.
I
For
leaned into
shame,
Nikita. I thought the same thing. I figured
No,
it was just a
in-
euphemism.
I
The
mean,
buffet is
it could have been a
inside for
euphemism, but I like being literal. I don't know if you guys realize this about me.
I turned to Calandra.
No.
And with very worrisome look on my face, and I was like, Is the buffet real?
Eldred looks at you and goes, "Oh, it's real, Reed. It's real."
Real and wonderful place. You're gonna
Like,
get
See,
fed.
told you,
You're gonna
like-
get fed.
or
I
something.
hated that sentence. I hated it so much.
That right?
Okay.
Let us
So
go.
as you turn down the alley, you notice that both sides are lined with establishments. Certain ones have a red lantern out front of them, certain ones don't. So you get the feeling there's lots of bars and lots of these establishments with the red lanterns. If you look up, you notice the second and third floor, the windows are very large, and you see lots of people in those windows. Some are dancing, some are standing. Some of the windows have more than a single person in them.
Just
Those
kind of
keep
anything.
my eyes to the ground.
I like this place. This is nice. It's a good ambiance here.
Certainly didn't
Really
enjoy
s-
it last time. So
It was a good time. The hot sauce was a little hot though, but
yeah, you might want to stay away from that this time because that literally destroyed your intestines. Come on.
it's fine. I'll listen. You go big or you go home.
You're doing this on purpose, right?
What?
Yes.
Okay. Nothing.
The hot sauce? No, I had hot sauce when I was here last time.
Feed
That's
it
not
to your
noticed.
bud.
It was just,
So
Oh,
you
yeah.
see a
Oh yeah,
we've got to
I forgot
park the
about
butt
that.
outside.
Yeah, I
We've
gotta
gotta park the
go.
butt outside.
Yeah, give me a minute.
There's a
Go
ticket
back
on
around
him.
the corner. Go back around the corner.
He's got a boot.
Yep.
So Paul,
One boot on
one
his
big
foot.
yellow boot.
so Paul, directly from
That explains why he's been limping the whole time.
Red Lantern,
Yeah.
the Red Lantern District to
Yes,
where he's. So directly south of here is the docks, right?
correct.
Hey, bud, this is your mission. You can only do this. You're gonna go down directly south, just in that area. Once you get to the docks, you're gonna jump in the water, swim down to the bottom, and then you're gonna give up the ghost. I appreciate all the hard work you've done, and the fact that you died and not any of my friends. Godspeed. And pat him on the back.
Goes, starts walking down the alley away from you.
I'm gonna miss him.
No, seriously. Like, this seems. Should we really treat dead people like this?
What? So you rather us huck them out of windows into wagons?
Yeah, and then go feed the pigs.
Wait.
Or feed Hannibal.
That's just as bad. These are both bad options. I hope you realize. Neither of them
I
are really
think it
good.
just seems more practical rather than the raising it from the dead, walking him the fuck down here, freaking a bunch of people out, diving him off a fucking cliff deck thing.
Inside voices. We're around people.
This is my inside voice, I know.
Uh,
I'm trying.
Listen, I don't know if you've heard of this particular type of philosophy. Let's carry on back to the wherever we're going. This particular type of philosophy, it's called utilitarianism. Basically, you use the tools and the gifts that you are given to get a task done. Nothing is necessarily good or evil. It's what you do with the tools that are good or evil. In this case, I may have reanimated a corpse, but guess what? Didn't do
What?
anything evil with it. I
Don't
told it
act
to
like
go
you
for a
didn't say
swim.
what you just said.
Hmm?
Don't act like
What?
you didn't say the thing you just said. Like it
What
wasn't
thing?
weird.
What, utilitarianism?
No, and you know that that's not what I mean. Let's keep going.
Oh boy.
What, going for a swim?
Let's just
I'm
Let's,
glad
uh,
you died instead of my friends?
Let's keep going.
Which part was weird?
Nikita, Butt Trumpet, and Reed, give me a perception check, please.
Give me a check of Gaius's being weird.
Yeah, balls.
Nope.
Oh no, here comes the real balls.
Nope.
Oh, maybe not.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Ironic!
Everyone but Nikita, please take off your headphones.
Have fun.
Get ready to fight.
So, Nikita, you're having this discussion, and the discussion's going on, and you're having these things. You're not sure how you feel about it. Only you know. But you're about ready to turn down the alley, and the direction where you, with that roll, the direction where that individual walked.
Yeah.
In the distance, you hear a commotion. You hear some loud talking. You hear what sounds like arguing. You hear what you're not 100% sure, but might be a splash. And then things really kind of ramp up, and then it kind of gets lost in the general noise of the area. And from the sounds of it, that section of the area sounds like it was a lot busier than any of the streets you've come down through.
Okay.
So, is there anything you want to do, or we good to bring everybody else back as they're walking down the alley, like away from you and away from this?
Do I pick out any specific words again in terms of the talking loudly or the anything along those lines? Does anyone say what the fuck is that?
Give me an
or-
investigation check, please. You don't make out any individual words. It's just that there's obviously something going on down that way. And it sounds like
Well,
commotion. There's no screaming. There's no, cheering. It's just sounds like maybe some sort of commotion.
Nikita will take a deep breath and then act like she knows nothing, which isn't very hard, and just follow everybody else down the alley.
Okay, they're about
I know
10,
nothing.
15 feet away from you now, so that's fine. Okay, so you're walking down the alley, and you notice, just like the inns and taverns you've seen before, the places, many of the ones with the red lanterns don't have signs. Some of them just have one on the door. Some of them have one over the door. Some of them have one hanging out like it's an inn. I mean, you see one that just has a big pair of lips that says juicy across them. But there's also a number of bars down here. You recognize the name of one butt trumpet down way at the end in the distance. The Cock and Puss. You've heard someone mention that one once before because you commented on it. You see a couple other. The names are a little weird. There's the Crab and Fishnets on another one, and just the names get worse from there. But it's not real easy to tell the difference between the bars and the other ones, but you get the general feel. And you go about midway down this first block of the alley, and Calandra stops in front of a place. And what does this look like, Calandra?
Oh yeah. All right, am I taking them in, or we just stopped out front for now?
I guess
Way
you're
to
taking them
describe
in,
the
but I mean,
front.
I was just going to say, if you want to just describe how it looks on the street.
From the street, it's quite unassuming. It blends in with the rest of the street. You kind of have to know what you're looking for, I suppose. Nikita.
So not the castle from The Little Mermaid?
Well, wait till you go in. It's bigger on the inside.
Elder goes, I'm not touching that.
No.
That's fair.
So are we
But of
going
course
in?
there's a red lantern. And yeah. just
Okay, you
blends in with the street, and we can go in.
and there's a little sign with a name over the door, And what was the name of it, Kalandra?
For the hedonic temple, it's just
Yeah.
Hedoni.
Adoni, okay. You go in and you follow Kalandra in, and it's Nikita, it's really not exactly what you were expecting. There is a lot of marble, white marble, and pink marble. It's very nice in here. There's a lot of velvet and draping things. There's a big bar. There's some guys in a corner playing cards. Then you kind of start picking up some details. There's all sorts of different people in different manners of dress walking around. There's a number of couples like headed up this big fancy staircase. You see someone walk by with a mule. There's a number of different things. A lot of people.
Don't ask.
I just love the face. A lot of people drinking. There's people eating.
I see the mule and just turn around and go back outside.
Look, I can take you to my room, but you're probably safer in here than wandering around outside.
With the mule?
You'll be fine.
Is there a mule
You'll
in
be
your
fine.
room?
No!
Okay, good.
No, it's
Is that
just
somebody's
a
pet?
regular. It's
They keep it in here.
It's not a pet.
Eldred looks at
It's
you, Reed, and
worse,
says,
Reed.
"There's a butcher in the back. It's for the buffet."
Mule meat?
There's
See,
Is that
there's
like-
another
is that
joke
like
that's
so-
like right there that I'm not gonna touch.
Yeah, don't. Everyone, hands to yourselves.
Eldred
I'm looking
says,
around. I'm looking around for the table with the food.
Guys is like, excellent, the library. He goes upstairs.
Eldred goes, "Reed, I think the buffet's upstairs too."
Oh, is that where it is?
Reed, come on. I'm gonna. No, Reed, come
No.
on. Oh my god.
Stick with Kalandra, ignore Eldred, per usual.
I'm.
Okay,
All right, guys.
I'm following you.
Okay.
Come on.
I'm going to take them to the bar.
Okay.
Excellent.
Eldred says, "You said you had a contact that will help us or take care of this problem." I believe was the phrasing you said.
I am going to speak to some of the ladies here to see if they have heard anything, if they've heard anyone come in, if I can try to get some answers. Because of where we are located, obviously, a lot of people come in and out, and maybe they would have heard something. So, yes.
Eldred goes, "I guess we're not doing phrasing anymore, huh?"
Not a word.
We're not doing any more phrasing because I can't do this to Reed right now. I'm just going to take him to the bar. And if anyone happens to want to take care of anything, then that is on them.
So, okay, so
Now-
you take them over to the bar. Okay, so they get established at the bar. Do you, there's a bartender there. What do you tell them?
There is a bartender there. So I'm, hi, I brought my friends. I'm going to go around the bar and talk to her. Talk to the bartender
Okay.
that's working. Okay. So let's go around. Okay, whatever they want is fine. Drinks, food, it's fine. I can just take it out of
She goes,
my.
"I got it, but take care of them."
Okay, look, has anyone come through? There are some people looking for my friends, and I'm trying to see if anything strange has happened since I'm just kind of quiet, and I'm like, since the execution, since all of the problems around there.
She looks at you very earnestly and says, "Oh, sweetie, you know here, when you say strange, you're going to
Okay.
definitely have to be more specific."
That's fair. Look around, I'm like, yeah, that's fair. There are
Because,
peop-
Mr. Bias was here earlier and, that always requires an afternoon of cleanup. So if you're talking strange,
I'm
I
sure
need
it was
to
a
hear
mess.
what you're
I'm
saying.
actually glad. I'm glad I came late because I'm glad
Yeah.
I missed that. I'm very sorry for all of you that were.
Oh, I
here.
was down here. I just.
Oh, good.
make
Okay, you
drinks.
weren't. Okay. Yeah, no, that's yeah.
No,
those
sweetie,
things-
I'm
Oh,
happy making
God.
drinks. So,
Same.
okay.
Same. That's why I tried to.
I don't know
Yeah.
anything strange as far as what it sounds like you're talking about, but
Right. Someone.
the girls, people talk, and some of them have friends who aren't affiliated with one of the houses, so
I will. Have
they'd probably be
to,
the ones to ask.
Make my way around tonight. Yeah. All right.
But if you want, you go talk, and I
Okay.
will take care of your friends.
Look,
or make
take
sure that
care
they
of
have
them,
whatever
but
they
the,
need.
The halfling. He's
Yeah.
sweet, but he's very naive. So
Take care.
Just-
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, we can take care of that.
you know what? I leave him in your hands.
Well, not mine, but I can find a pair for you. It's
Oh.
okay.
Yep.
You go
Happy
do what you
Harry's.
gotta do. I got things
Okay.
here. I'll take care of things.
I'm
And
All
as
right,
Calandra, you head upstairs there, Calandra?
I turn around. I'm like, everyone's good. It's on me. Enjoy. I'm gonna go talk to the girls.
Okay.
Thank you.
She
Drink and
turns
be
around
merry.
and says, she turns around, looks at you, Nikita, and says, first of all, whatever you want, food, drink, or whatever. Calandra says, you get what you want. No problems. We're going to take good care of you. Looks at you, Nikita, and says, we know Harry.
Of course
Anyway,
you do.
yeah, he gives us a deal. We buy in bulk.
I was noticing the velvet.
Smart.
Oh, that's not from him.
Oh.
No, it's there's about half a floor that he provides for upstairs. So, but do you want drinks? Do you want food? What would you like?
Yes, please.
We would like food and drinks in an area where the donkey doesn't show up. Is that possible?
Donkey's not coming around the bar, or there's tables and couches over there. It's up to you.
I think
Or
we
if
should
you
stick at
wanted
the
a
bar.
room, I could arrange for that too.
I think we should stick at the bar.
Yeah. Well, do you like the idea of a couch maybe? We can just hang out, or do you think it's safer? Okay, we'll stay at the bar. That's why I am asking the two of you.
And I
Okay.
appreciate it.
Yeah, just let me know your safe words. And then I'll start killing
She
people
goes,
if it gets
"Oh
weird."
dear, that'll be established. Don't worry if that's what you're looking for. That can be established ahead of time. You don't need to worry about that right now."
I hate this.
It's physically painful. Duh. What?
Oh, that's a. What specifically?
Actually, edible food.
We've got a lot. Okay. Your friend who went upstairs really liked the oysters. We've got all sorts of meats. So steaks, chops, things like that. We've got salads. We've got numerous egg dishes. We've got all sorts of fowl. Chickens, pheasants, turkey. We've got all sorts of things. I mean, what do you like to eat? We have what our chef calls puka, but it's nothing compared to what you can get in the puka shoot.
Good to know.
Yeah,
Steak's good for me. Steak, please.
Okay, how do you want that done, there, sweetie?
Like steak?
Oh, you like your
What
steak
color-
steaky? Got it.
Steaky.
Do
Yes,
you like
please.
a certain color in the middle? Like, do you like it if it's still bleeding, or do you like it if you're like?
Oh no,
the
yeah,
steak?
more chewy.
There you
Or
go.
chew.
He wants his meat chewy.
She looks at you, Nikita.
You
and
have just
says,
become the
"Thank
biggest
you."
red flag I have ever met in my life from that answer.
We will have to
The
trim
bartender
him.
looks at you, butt trumpet, and says, "I'm with you. I hear you."
I have never actually been able to partake in a steak dinner. Yet I know that.
Would you like a steak?
That would be lovely. Thank you very much.
And how would you like yours?
Medium rare.
Oh, I love you already. And how about you, Miss?
Wait. Should I get mine that way too?
It's too late.
Only if you have taste. It's up to you.
It will taste
Oh.
better, Reed, but if you haven't tried it before, try some of ours first, and then you can.
I'm
get
sure
it.
I'll like it. I'm sure I'll like it. I could just get.
You sure? I mean, it's meat,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
proper meat. Okay.
Yep.
I will also take a steak, medium rare.
All the
And do you
accoutrements
have-
with it?
Do you have any like comfort food bowls of soup or?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Soup,
I think I could
chili,
use that.
chowder, stew.
Stew. I'm actually blanking on the fucking word.
Oyster stew, chowder,
Isn't there's a
consomme.
dwarven word specifically? Why am I not remembering it? Don't worry about it.
Why don't I get your steak started?
Perfect.
And Sweetie looks at you, Reed, and says, "So you're going medium rare now, or do you
Yes.
still want steaky chewy?"
No. I'll try the way they're trying. Yep.
Very good. And accoutrement. And she goes, "I'll be right back. Think about what you want to drink." And she goes into the back and comes out like just a few moments later and says, "Okay, what are we drinking?"
What would you like?
I'll have an ale.
Okay. Turns around and pours you an ale, puts it up in a big flagon.
So,
How about for
didn't
you
get
two?
I didn't get a chance to see, but do you happen to have any sweet cocktails that are the same color as me?
Oh dear. I love you more and more each moment. You leave it to me. I'll take care of you. And how about for you?
You don't happen to have? I'm just going out on a limb here. Any dwarven ale? Stone ale?
Let me check. I know we have some stone liquor, but I'll check about the ale. We might have some, but we don't get a lot of call for it. We're down by the docks. I mean, that kind of makes sense.
I
but,
know. Like I said,
I'll check. Hold on. We periodically have it, but when I go back, I'll check. Before I go back, though, I'm going to make your little friend there their cocktail. And was there any other like snacks, soups, chowders, or did you think about what the other thing you wanted? Some little pickup food, maybe oysters, clams, mussels, anything like that.
Just so we're clear, when you say pickup food, can you please explain to the halfling what you mean by pickup food?
Yeah, like oysters. You pick them up and then you slurp them down. Or like little meatballs and stuff like that.
Okay, so hand food. No, this is good to know. I appreciate
Food.
that.
Oh yeah, hand food. I've just never heard it called that before. Yeah,
No,
appetizers, pickup food.
There have been many funny conversations in terms of how things are phrased and said with regards to everything in fucking general here. So
Oh, by any of the people here, we usually like to have a much more refined establishment than that. We don't really accept crass. I mean, some of our
Oh.
customers may be, but not any of us. I'm sorry if you experienced that.
nope. We're the crass ones. And yeah, it's fine.
Oh.
Spasiba.
We don't get a lot of people who realize that. So if that's the case, welcome. And she goes, I'm going to go about making your little friend's drink. And
if you could throw
Отлично.
if you could throw some bacon in there, if you have bacon, I will have some bacon.
you got it. get some bacon lollipops up for you right away. And she runs into the back real quick, comes back, starts making Butt Trumpet's drink, and in a big flagon, eventually puts it down in front of you, Butt Trumpet. It's about a quarter of the size of you. It's a big thing with a big straw, big frond of some tropical plant and flowers sticking out of it, and wedges of all sorts of fruits, some of which you've never even heard of. And when you look in it, it's like bright blue.
This is the best day of my life. I am so happy right now.
Excellent. This is good to know.
Well, you're always welcome here.
I'm just gonna be focusing on this drink for a while.
Okay.
As soon as the bartender's not within earshot, I kind of look at Butt Trumpet and Nikita, and I'm like, "Do you still think there's a buffet upstairs, or is this like?" I mean, I'm very excited to have steak and bacon, but I thought the buffets are like big tables. You'd like pick the food.
If you
No.
want, Reed, we can go look upstairs, but I think they just mean they have a big selection. I'm really fucking hoping that's what they mean.
Okay.
Either that or
I'm-
the buffet is adjacent to another thing.
So let's think
Okay.
positive.
Okay. I mean, we're getting like steak and bacon. How much more positive can we get? This is great.
Steak and bacon.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And the bartender comes back and says, "Oh, you're in luck," and puts a little keg on the bar with a little already tapped and a big pewter flagon.
We have to leave.
Look
I pledge
what
my
I
service.
found.
I pledge my service to you and Hidoni as my god. Where did you get this?
It's funny, but also,
we'll take
what
care
the?
of that.
We just hear a beep from upstairs.
Somewhere, someone's cleric senses are tingling. Be like, "Those assholes." Anyway,
No, that was the other bar.
So there's a keg. There's a keg.
Excellent one, Nikita.
Well, like you know, maybe half the size of a beer ball sort of thing. So.
Am I allowed to just drink out of the keg, or is that
Oh.
crap?
If you're going to finish it, I don't mind.
Oh yeah, she pops it and just. We are dealing with him and a so-called buffet.
My so-called buffet.
why am I the one causing consternation downstairs somehow?
So she says, "This one is kind of hard to find, if I remember correctly. It's called Boulder Bach."
Boulder Bach. I appreciate that. Boulder Bach. Hey,
I
that's
hope it's
funny.
okay because it's not an ale, but it's the only dwarven spirit that I think is in house at the moment.
It's
the only
beautiful.
dwarven beer.
It is absolutely beautiful.
Oh, good.
What is funny is the name Boulder Bach. It reminds me of this other bar, and I'm curious what you've heard of this other bar. The oh god, I can only think of blue buttocks. Black Barnacle.
Oh, that's down the dock. That's
Yeah.
well, that's further down the dock than I'm comfortable going, but it's yeah, no, that
Reputable.
the
Reputable, skeevy as shit.
it
Reputable
depends on who's in dock that time of year.
Oh, interesting.
Well, it's the docks, so different times of year we get different ships in. in the summer, very often we'll get a lot of people from the far south. From, early fall, sometimes we get people from, across overseas. In the winter, usually we'll get people from just like Ankmar and stuff like that regularly. Certain times a year, the clientele of the docks, and it depends if they're staying on the docks or on their ship. Sometimes it can get a little rambunctious. Sometimes it can get a little rough. Most of the time it's fine, although that end of the docks has a reputation. A lot of illicit stuff goes down there.
Gotcha.
The Black Barnacle's kind of in that gray zone between the commercial docks where we are, which can get kind of nasty at times too, depending on who's in dock. Like, I'll just be honest with you. Ever since they shut down the city, they shut down the docks. There's a lot of guards walking the docks, making sure no one's pulling out a port.
Interesting.
So, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people keeping an eye out because the Baron absolutely does not want this sickness traveling to other cities. He doesn't want. I think it's his reputation. He doesn't want anyone knowing that we have this problem, which is one of the reasons I personally think they've shut down the cities. And by me personally, it's basically things I've heard some of our clientele talk about as they're drinking, getting in their cups, or, from what I hear, pillow talk or whatever. But it makes sense to me. It
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah,
But
this is true.
things have gone kind of rough even down this far. I mean, some of the clientele we've been getting, you're lucky that it's not a busy night.
Mm.
I mean, it might be once the night actually gets going, you're still here at the beginning of the night. We've got a lot of rough customers in here recently. And I don't mean the third floor on the right part like we were talking about earlier. I mean just general nastiness sometimes.
Ew.
Yeah.
All right then.
I mean, I guess sailors don't like being landlocked. Is the impression I get. And there's a lot of them here because usually they come in, they drop their load to the dockmaster and then are gone. And then another bunch of crews will come in. But no, they just kept piling in, and so it just kind of, from what I gather, most of the inns and the taverns are packed with sailors.
This makes sense.
So be careful if you're going anywhere on the docks, but especially down that way. Be careful. It's rough out there.
Good to know.
And nothing personal, but you don't strike me as the down that part of the docks sort of people. Especially Junior over here.
No, we're heroes. Yeah.
I'm sure you are, sweetie.
We have seen our share of action, but yeah, we don't normally go wandering into certain
Oh, I
areas.
can tell you stories, dear. Let me tell you.
Are you an adventurer?
No, I prefer
Still
just to
drinking.
bartend, actually. I could introduce you to some if you wanted.
Gee, I wonder how Gaius is doing.
Yeah, I'll take a nice Scotch whiskey, like medium range. It was well like a good pairing cigar with that.
Get us something. Get us
Where's
cigar.
your history and mythology section here? I think I want to partake something of the areas.
One of the girls massaging your shoulders points up and says,
Excellent.
third shelf from the top there.
Excellent. Yes, could you give me the cigar and the drink, please? Thank you. And so he pulls
Already
it out.
taken care
pulls
of.
out a sets of glass, just opens up. Oh, yes. Okay, and then he just hands her a gold piece. Like, yeah, you can go away now. Thank you. I appreciate your hard work and dedication. Is this all of it? Oh, I was kind of hoping for more. Well,
Reed, a couple young ladies come up to you and say, "You are just adorable," and start kind of rubbing your shoulders and stuff.
Oh, everybody's so friendly here.
yeah.
I'm like,
So what
I'm a
brings
little
you
worried
to
they
our,
might. I'm a little worried they might try and like pickpocket me or something. So I just kind of like clam up, like.
you think you're okay because there's not a lot of places to hide things, so you think you're probably okay. Yeah, and it's about this time that your bacon lollipops come. They look like pinwheels of bacon on a stick.
So, is this place just meant to be like our version of heaven? Or. Oh
This
my
is
god,
pretty
did we
great.
all die?
The girls by Reed
all
say, "That's what we strive for, dear."
Thank you.
What she said.
Okay, so Kalandra. roll me a 20-sider, please. And do it with advantage. We'll just give you that. And if everybody but Kalandra would take off your headphones, please. Double sevens, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's what you know. You talked to quite a few girls. And some guys. And some of the other workers there as well. And the general consensus that you pick up from the ones who seem to know anything, most of the people don't go down that far of the docks. They stay away because it's dangerous. Although they do say the Black Barnacle isn't deep into the bad section. It's kind of in that gray area between the regular docks and the section that gets real sketchy. But you do know a couple of people who have friends who work that area
Okay.
who've told them that basically they've told them that the Black Barnacle can get kind of rough sometimes, but it's also kind of a meeting place for a number of different guilds. It's an inn, it's a tavern, but it also is a location where meetings can be set up. But there's a number of those around the cities. There's a couple in the warehouse districts. There's also a couple other bars that you can. There's a couple other. There's a pit fighting bar that also is available where people meet up and everything. But the Black Barnacle people meet up there quite a bit. Usually from guilds. It's kind of thought of as if a meeting is set up, it's the two parties are usually left alone as long as things are kept civil. And that's one of the reasons why it's usually like that. The other thing that you hear repeatedly from people who don't know that area and from people who do know that area is that it doesn't matter where you're going on the docks right now. Ever since the city got shut down, the docks are overcrowded. The sailors who are stuck here are in a real cranky mood and a real nasty mood. They're overcrowded. They're on top of each other. They're like double, triple, and quadrupled up in rooms that are meant for one or two people just to have a place to stay. And on top of all of that, which is making things even worse, is the guards. There's far more patrols of the docks than there were any time before this happened, and the general consensus is to make sure that people aren't leaving port, that the ships are staying docked, because no ship is allowed to leave as long as the city's shut down. That's the most I can tell you with a 7. Okay?
Balls. To quote Butt Trumpet.
It's
Balls.
not you. I was being generous. I'll tell you that. But there was far more. But that's what you got.
But that's what I got. All right.
And that takes you a little while to find out.
Cool.
In the meantime, Reed, you've got about 6 lollipops that are stuck into kind of a... it's like a large sponge that has some flowers in it and some pieces of fruit. And the lollipops are just stuck in there, and they're real crispy and crunchy.
This place is really
Tasty.
fancy.
And as soon as you finish that, Nikita, it's a lot of beer in there. Do you think you're probably through that?
Yes.
Okay. The bartender says, I don't have any other kegs of that, but I do have some similar stuff if you trust my judgment.
Oh, I trust it very much so right now.
Okay. And would you like a spirit or anything to pair with it? We've got a huge selection of spirits.
Nope, I'm pretty sure with the volume I'm going to be going through, I should stick to beer.
Okay. We've got a nice selection. So I'll get that for you. My little friend, you look... I'm so glad you liked that. You sucked that down real quick. Would you like another?
You talking about the ale?
I'm talking
I better
talking
have a
to,
glass of water to go with it, but yes.
Da.
You got
Da.
it.
Oh,
Match their
And-
drinks with water.
You got it. And Reed, you're already on your 4th ale because you've just been drinking. Because
Good
but you're
stuff.
making lots of new friends.
okay.
You're making lots of new. You seem very popular, and you're a little surprised because Butt Trumpet and Nikita look like they would be really popular too, but for some reason they're just kind of giving these your new friends, a look, and when they go to talk to them, they give them this look, and the new friends immediately walk away. You're not exactly sure why.
When I have the opportunity, I kind of lean into Butt Trumpet and Nikita, and I say, is this where I'm supposed to be tipping? Do I tip these people? They're just like rubbing
Nope.
my
We will
shoulders.
tip the bartender at the end of the meal, and that
You
is
tip
it.
after your service.
You're not there,
I'm not
Calandra.
I'm not here at all.
Okay.
Only if they discuss something else with you that you have to pay for would you tip them. So
like
no,
information.
don't worry about it.
Right.
Sure.
Reed, you
let's
did
call
hear
it
the
information.
bartender tell you that whatever you wanted, the bill was being taken care of. So
I know. Nikita, do you have or Butt Trumpet? All my gold got stolen last night. I only have like
you do
coppers and-
have that big pouch of copper though.
I
Reed.
do. I got a whole lot of copper.
Don't
I don't
worry
want
about
Calandra to have to pay for all this.
I'm okay with no. I'm actually okay with letting Calandra pay for this. That was very kind of her and not very bright.
All true.
Especially knowing your appetites and well the rest of ours. But no, it's
She's
Butt
trying to get by
Trumpet
on
and I
what's not
will try-
brains.
we will try to take care of stuff, but these are Calandra's people. I mean, if we ever go to your hometown, maybe, we can do the same for you, or my hometown, or Gaius's hometown. You know what I mean.
Okay. All right. I mean, I could give all this copper anyway if we need to pay for stuff. So I'm sure it's worth something.
Ask the nice bartender lady whose name I don't remember. I don't think we even got it. Do they need the change? Do they need the copper to make change? Because then they might really like it. Otherwise, they're going to look at you funny.
I have a couple of silver pieces too. So.
Just in case. We got this. No worries.
Yep. Okay.
Your popsicles are very unnerving.
Aren't they weird? But they're so good.
That is such an interesting sentence.
What is it, popsicles?
Your popsicles are very unnerving.
Things you only hear in D&D.
What
meat
happens in the
popsicles
aria
are
stays
very
in the
unnerving.
aria.
You
I'm subtly disturbed by your meat popsicles.
Considering Gaia sent his meat popsicle off the dock. Nikita.
He's more charred broiled.
Yes.
There's nothing cold about him.
This is true.
A
So yes, you
kebab? Like he's the kebab. He left this kebab
Yeah.
off the dock.
So yeah, you can tell Nikita's been through a keg of dwarven ale if she's like making jokes about the recently deceased wandering into the bay.
Did the steak come out too?
Oh, it's coming out now.
Okay.
Eggs.
Some young men bring it out. They serve each of you, and it's a big steak. It's probably about 1.5 inches thick.
Whoa.
Covers the whole plate and comes with a large baked potato with a side of sour cream and a big thing of butter and some chives and some onions and
Oh, my
some
mouth is
other
watering.
stuff. There's a big
I want
plate
real
of
food
of what looks like asparagus. There's also some creamed vegetables, it looks like, in a couple different bowls. There's also some fried potatoes and a couple different little ladles of sauces. And as you're doing that, a young lady comes to the side of the bar and says, "Can you help me out? They're a little busy in the back, and I got a high maintenance party." "Sure, dear. What do you need?" "I need some Seven Sams, some Nightmare Strong, Shining Moon, Quaswa, some McDinkles, and a Ludovico."
Gesundheit.
That's a lot. Okay. I'm gonna have to go in the back for some of that, but I'll get you taken care of. I'll bring it to the back bar, and it'll be on a tray for you back there. Okay? Oh, you're a sweetheart. Thanks a lot. And the young lady takes off. You know what, Nikita? Give me a perception. Nikita, Reed, or Butt Trumpet, whichever one of you want to. Give me a perception check.
I will back up one of them.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Much needed.
Yeah.
Woof.
Okay.
I feel like the steak is like the old 96er.
It's not quite that big, but it's something that you're not going to find in a lot of steakhouses nowadays.
Did it? He finished
You
it
know.
all. All that's left is gristle. It's fat and gristle. Mm-hmm.
Reed
great
going,
outdoors.
but that's the best part. I'd say, Kalandra, you probably have used up all your sources at this point and from sources that your sources have recommended and such. So you guys are enjoying Bud Trumpet, your second drink and your large tankard of water. Nikita brings you a really large tankard and says, "This is Ankmar Strong. I think you'll like it. It seems popular with dwarves. If you like the dwarven style of brewing, this seems to be very popular."
I would very much like to try that, definitely. Did I overhear the other server ask the bartender about those drinks?
Yeah, that's why I said it.
That
All three
I'm just making-
all three of you heard it.
Okay, cool. I heard you mention that you have the croissant.
Oh, you are an interesting person, young lady.
Well, I was
I'm impressed.
recently Yeah, don't be. I was recently introduced to it in not the way you are thinking, in any way possible.
Oh, I don't judge. And just so
So
you know, I had no particular idea of whatever it was you might be thinking I was thinking you were thinking I was thinking.
exactly, all good. Yeah,
Huh?
exactly. Does that get ordered a lot? I had heard that was,
Oh, only by there are a couple gambling houses nearby, like, underground gambling establishments. We will occasionally get we a lot of the times get people who've come from there here. But the reason I bring it up is sometimes the high rollers, if they're having a really good night, this is kind of one of the things they'll order, because if you're familiar with it, then you know.
No, it is very good. Um, may I ask who ordered it this time? Like, I just want to, if it's the people I shared my previous drink with, I would like to see if I recognize them so that I can thank them for their generosity.
Well, unfortunately, we're not allowed to divulge any information about our guests, and I'm terribly sorry. But you're more than welcome to hang out all night if you wish. Pretty much, there's a good chance that if it's them, they'll come walking by, because the door is right over there.
This sounds good. Spasiba. Could I also get some water?
Sure. Did
Thank
you want some croissant?
Yeah. I said Calandra wasn't smart. She's very smart, but come on now. She's not going to cover that. So, no, thank you.
I'm just, she's paying
I
the bill, but
appreciate
you're
it.
tipping, so I'm just looking out for,
When she says
It's a
that,
slow night.
I grab the big bag of copper. I put it up on the counter.
She goes,
Ask first.
"Oh,
Ask if it needs
sweetie,
it.
you are full of surprises, aren't you?"
Tell her
Oh,
what
he
it's for.
giggles like a little schoolboy. I love it. She says to you,
It's
Nikita.
Tell them.
So, it's a
Quickly.
it's a tip.
Oh, thank you. And she pulls it and she opens it up and looks in, and she looks at you and goes,
I don't.
Thank
only,
you. and then puts it
You're
behind
welcome.
the bar. So, you'll excuse me. I have to see if something's ready in the back. She steps away.
Should I put the silver out next time?
Don't worry about it. Butt Trumpeter I will get it.
I think
We
that went
could have
bad.
asked. It did go bad, but just let her know you thought she could use the change. I'm not going to lie. I don't
I
think I'm
forgot the-
capable of it right
I
now.
forgot I was supposed to say
Um,
that.
So, yeah. Can you spare a gold or two, Butt Trumpet? Is that all right?
Let me check on my person here.
Dragon
actually-
Onesie?
I actually think I had everything in my pockets and I did not give my wealth to anybody who got robbed, so I should have a couple pieces.
Excellent. Just when she comes back, Reed, say it's for them to have change, and yeah, that isn't like the only
Okay.
time.
I will do that.
By the way, a big welcome and thank you to Captain Widowmaker and their to Sir Dippington for making friends with him. It looks like the chat is just running nuts this evening. Not so sure it's about the show, but looks like they're having a good time.
I've seen Captain Widowmaker before. I know exactly what direction the chat is going in.
Uh-oh. And Gaius looks out a fan in Worst Days RPG.
Oh,
And
hey,
welcome there,
Josh.
Worst Days.
Hey, buddy. Thanks for swinging by. Appreciate it. See you tomorrow.
Gonna put a whole other piece on the counter there at the bar as well, just
Okay.
to play safe.
You got it.
I will match it.
Okay.
Oh, thanks.
When I can, I will get some more gold and give it to you guys. Sorry.
Worry about that later.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all good. No worries. How do you like your steak this way?
It's humongous. This is really good.
Yeah, we're
More
good.
steak
Boxes.
is good steak. Yeah.
Just checking.
Can I carve my initials on my box? Make sure no one misunderstands. Oh,
I
come
don't
on!
get it.
I meant leftovers!
Oh!
Oh,
Yeah.
you guys are mean! Let's move on!
I was just not going to acknowledge it. That was my plan.
Mason said everything!
I didn't say shit.
Nice.
Anyway.
Yep.
So, how's the library going?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, guys is sitting in an armchair. He's got a book open, smoking a cigar and taking a sip of the whiskey. It's like, oh, by the way, could one of you perhaps find out if there's any kind of info you might have on the the Black Barnacle and maybe any of the.
By the way,
people there or
guys, this
anything?
is about 2 hours in, so you know.
Oh yeah, no, he's
By the
just
time
like,
you get to
oh,
this, yeah.
Oh yeah. By the
Oh,
way,
by the way.
oh yeah, he's just he was deep into the
I think
Folklore
that's
mythology there.
that says it all.
yeah, deep in the folklore of the mythology of the Seven Rivers area, specifically the Seven and the lake. Like he's interested in the area. So he's
Okay.
now I'm now downloading information into Gaius that might actually be useful to reference later. Is this a lending library?
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. You have to read everything here.
Ah, okay. Takes the cigar. Drags a table over nearby, puts out a notebook, and he's like, quill and ink, and just starts taking notes out of it. He's like, oh, okay.
With your passive perception, Gaius, you do hear a whisper across the room, just faintly say, "This is like the strangest precursor. I mean, do you know when he's going to choose?" I don't have a clue. Is he going to just choose one, or is this like a group thing? I don't know. We just have to be patient. You know the rules, and that's all you hear.
Gaius is like looking at, like, he's got his glasses, but they're like half slid down. And he kind of like looks up to see like who is mumbling. Is there just like a bunch of girls just standing there staring at him?
Yeah, and there are a couple who are still rubbing your shoulders, your feet, different stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Every so often, I just kind of wave them away. It's like, no. And like, gold. Oh, if one of you could potentially find out some information for me about the Black Barnacle and the potentially anyone that's currently, if you guys have heard any rumors of recent activity there, that'd be fantastic. Oh, by the way, I'm here with my friend Calandra. If any of you know her, we're kind of newly acquainted friends.
Bunch of the girls get up and leave.
I guess they're going to go find that info for me. I will pay well.
There's still a couple rubbing your feet and your shoulders and stuff, but the ones who are all just hanging around like in a line got up and left.
Well, that was weird. And just goes back to taking notes.
Okay. Calandra, when you're done, what do you do?
I will go downstairs and join Nikita Butt Trumpet and read.
It's been about 3 hours now, Nikita, Butt Trumpet, and Reed. Calandra finally comes back down.
I think I'm ridiculously drunk and full.
I'm gonna say Nikita. Oh,
Even with
Nikita,
the water.
you
With the
look
water,
like
I
you have
am.
had an amazing time.
Yeah, by the
I
way,
have to
Butt Trumpet, you're
admit-
probably about 4 or 5 drinks and waters in by now.
Oh, so I'm not
Um,
even like conscious. My face is on the bar.
Oh,
We
Oh.
have an
You're kind
adventure to
of
do.
leaning there.
I know.
I just look up at the bartender and I'm just like, whoa, oh, they had a good time, didn't they?
The steak was
You
so
have an
big.
excellent selection of liquor, beer, and actual food to eat. I do
I-
have to give you that.
This
The,
place
uh,
is the best.
The bartender that you left them with there must have been a shift change or something because it's
Okay.
been replaced with
Ah,
a young man, and
oh,
he's saying, "So, are we ready for dessert?"
oh, sweetie, I offer it up. Offer it up, love.
Cake.
Reed,
I can-
Butt
I
Trumpet,
can-
Nikita, dessert.
Is there cake?
Oh,
Cake is alive.
you have no idea, there, little strong man. We've got
Oh, the
cake.
cake we have
We've got
here.
pies. We've got pastries. We've got ices. you name it.
Nikita,
Kind of-
I don't think
He-
I
he
want
leans-
dessert.
He leans
No.
around the
Kind of
bar
how
and
you
says,
can
"We
like-
need the cart. Coming right up." And would you care for aperitifs, coffees, anything like that? Little after dinner spirit?
I'll have a
I'd
drink.
better not.
The drink. I have to. I'll have something. They probably are going to be stopping the drinking.
Okay.
Leave us.
Okay.
I've been
you've
having
spent.
water.
Yep.
More water.
You've spent 3 hours with a multi-course meal and numerous drinks to match
Get
up
the-
with them, and
Water
Reed's
and
made all
coffee
sorts
for-
of friends who, some are saying, some of them said to call them, basically, come visit them, and basically you get the feeling like some of them have been asking you out on a date, Reed. And quite a few of them at that. I mean, you've never had that before. I mean,
Calandra, your
in
friends are so friendly.
I knew you would love it here. I knew you would be popular. Water and coffee.
Yeah.
For the three
Yeah.
of them,
Okay,
please.
we will get some coffees. Just regular coffee or espressos, or what would you like? Cappuccinos? Maybe a coffee
You like
cocktail?
fun coffees, don't you, Butt Trumpet?
Oh, fun coffees. I can make that. Take care of that.
Okay, and
Okay.
just scotch for me. Just scotch for me.
Okay.
Like, Fun, but with different
whiskey
flavors, no
for
alcohol.
you.
Whiskey for me.
Oh,
coffees.
that kind of fun. Okay.
Sweet coffee.
Sweet coffee coming right up. And how about
Black
you, little strong man? Do you want fun coffee or sweet coffee or what?
I'll try the sweet coffee.
Okay.
I have to
Hmm?
maybe people might try and kill us later, and I think I have to adventure. So I probably shouldn't.
No,
drink too
I
much.
would reschedule that, my friend, because that's not
Reed,
going
I
to go well. So I'd just reschedule that if I were you. But I'll get those coffees for you in a second. By the way, Reed, I roll me a 12 cider, please.
A 10.
Okay, you've had 10 large flagons of ale.
Oh, I'm toasted.
Yep.
Toasted.
Nikita's stretching, getting ready to carry both Reed and Butt Trumpet home.
So
The bartender who has since
Consent
changed
to this.
are probably occasionally super apologizing for a giant thing of copper I threw on the counter. So sorry.
oh, you
Yeah.
haven't seen her since.
I know, but I don't realize who I'm talking to anymore.
Oh, okay.
Da Calandra, Reed was trying to help by giving a tip to your friend, the previous bartender, he threw a bag of copper at them.
I didn't hit her.
Okay. Oh, this is true. This is true. He was trying to be generous, blah, blah, blah. I think she misunderstood. If you could help smooth that over.
Yeah, I'll take. Yeah, I'll
So
take care of it.
we're only fighting off bad guys and not pissed off bartenders.
I'll take care of it.
Spasiba.
I can handle that. Yeah.
Okay,
Also-
so the
also,
cart comes
Calandra,
around and it's
we might
filled
have-
with desserts.
We might have racked up a really big bill.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Again, I'm trying to get by on my looks, not my big brains. So, yeah, I gotcha. There's other big things that are floating us here tonight. It's definitely not my brains.
I got
Ooh,
nothing.
look at that cake.
Yeah. There you go.
So
Look at the
pretty
cake.
much any sort of cake or pie or pastry or iced cream or custard sort of thing or pudding, you can. What would you like there, Nikita?
Butter. What were they called?
Butterbeer.
Dwarven Scotch.
No, the
Buttercream?
butter.
Scotch.
The really tasty one from Forest Grove.
Oh,
Oh,
they were.
shortbread.
Shortbread.
It's okay. It uses the same alphabet. You were close.
Exactly.
So there are. They said, "I'll take care of you." Do you like strawberry,
Oh yeah.
Nikita? They're saying to you.
Duh.
Okay, I'll take care of that. How about you, little big man?
Whatever looks like the biggest piece of cake, I'm going for it.
You got it. I happen to know exactly what to give you. And my adorable little friend, what about you?
Do you have anything Italian?
I don't know what that is.
Sound like Ankh-Marian.
What
Do you know
about
anything?
any?
I was just going to say, do you know any of the ingredients?
Well, yes, I do. There's a pastry that I'm aware of with a very sweet cheese in the center of a cookie-like shell. Sometimes there's chocolate chips.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Absolutely.
There
Taken
we
care
go.
of. And the
What do you
cart's
call
wheeled
it?
back. Just a second. Let me get the order in for you. I'll get back to you on that.
Oh, the
I was
Ankh-Noli?
going to say a powdered cheesy tube.
I think it's the Ankh-Noli.
No, I believe we call it powdered cheesy tubes here too. He says.
That just sounds.
That just
Gross.
sounds like something.
Exactly. I
That sounds
do
like
too.
that sounds like
You
the
would be
cheap knockoff you
surprised
find
how
in-
much that sells here. Usually on the 4th floor, but you would be shocked.
I don't
So
want
the
to know
third
what happens
floor
on the
is
fourth
the
floor.
men's
Product.
floor.
Anyway,
I'm assuming we're
so
not talking about the same product anymore.
guys, you're still up there reading.
He's in fact reading, sir.
While other
We-
things
and-
are
and,
happening.
and weirdly enough, probably drank less than everybody else.
Yes.
I have a feeling you're right.
That's,
Um,
should
Nick,
I
Fucking
grab a plate of
surreal.
oysters? I need to grab like a plate of oysters and go upstairs and be like, Gaius.
Have more of that.
Nikita,
straight hot sauce.
basically the equivalent of a put together giant strawberry shortcake in a large bowl comes that has shortbread kind of stuck in around all the sides. For you, read the largest chocolate slice of chocolate cake you've ever seen that probably has about 12 layers. They're thin layers, but it's about 12 of them. For you, and Butt Trumpet, your powdered cheesy crunchy tube or whatever you called it.
Whatever the
I forget
fuck.
what you called it, which is now canon, by the way.
Powdered cheesy tube.
powdered cheesy tube. Comes and it's kind of almost not quite horseshoed, but it's a little bit like that.
Ooh, it large.
And your coffees come as well.
Oh, goody.
When I see the size of this cake, I look at Calandra and I reach in a pouch and I pull out a piece of the dragon gold that I've been hiding away. And I go and I hand it to her and I'm like, I'm so sorry. This cake has to be worth so much money.
That is such. Never mind.
And what do you do, Reed?
On brand.
Curse your friend.
Do you take it?
I just kind of push his hand back. It's okay. It's okay.
But I ate so much food.
I am aware, and I'm going to be doing unspeakable things to pay for this, but
Okay.
you
I put
are
it back in my pocket.
helping me, and
You put it back
I
in your
am
pocket?
happy.
Yeah.
I am happy to for you to keep that.
That's dragon gold, you know.
All the more reason I'm happy for you to hang on to that for me. You're
I'll
so
keep
much
it
more
safe for you.
careful, so yeah, you're keeping it safe. Thank you.
I'll keep it safe for you. So I dig into my
Okay.
cake.
Okay, so you have your desserts, you go through them, and you go through your coffees, and we'll say another hour and a half pass by the time all of you are looking like the blueberry girl from Willy Wonka at this point.
Me more than anybody else.
Right. Literally, in your case.
At some
Blue
point,
buttocks.
it's kind of.
Stop it.
What, I
Nikita
missed
will
that. What
just-
was that?
Nikita sits up straight, points at the butt trumpet, and says, "Blue buttocks."
And I just I look at everyone and I'm like, I got it.
At this point, Gaius like
Put you all to
takes
bed.
out his watch. He's like, "Oh shit!"
I'm
Closes it and comes
kidding.
back
I need
downstairs.
to put you all.
We'll get to you, Gaius.
Oh,
We'll
wait.
get to you when we get to you here.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, we're
So-
scheduled to be murdered soon.
Nope. Nope. No murders unless I do
But
it.
I'm tired.
I'm saying that too loud, aren't I?
So, Reed, Butt Trumpet, Nikita, and Calandra, you've gone through all the food, all the coffee, all everything. Butt Trumpet says, "But I'm tired."
Look, I
Should we head back to the Stone's Throw then? At least there are, nice
Sure.
beds with our name on it. I can carry you, Butt Trumpet, and you read if, I can pour you into something.
okay. I can. The soberest one here, as the soberest one here.
She says with a whiskey glass in her hand.
As the most sober, walking back through the sketchy people late at night, drunk off your asses, probably not the smartest thing we could do. I can literally, I've got a room. You can sleep it off. It's not fancy, but you can, Gaius slept there. It's fine.
As long as there's enough space for everybody.
Like I said before, it'll be cozy.
If somebody has to sleep on top of the
But-
donkey, I will.
Don't say that, Reed. Don't ever say that. Ever.
It could be comfy.
Ever.
But to say, lower your voice in here because
I was
you're-
doing it just to joke, but
I can't.
can't. Yeah,
It's too shiny.
Ah!
20.
What does that mean?
20.
so someone says, it'll probably be another 15 minutes, but we can take care of that for you, sir.
You see what I mean?
What?
You
I
have
don't-
to.
They think
The
you
donkey.
want to sleep with the donkey.
No, just if there's not enough room, I could lay on its back.
Has Gaius come down yet? Because otherwise I'm just
No.
going to pick these two up and start walking.
Okay, where are you walking?
Back to the stone's throw. I don't care what happens. I am just,
You don't want to stay in the room?
nope. I
Okay.
want my own bed. And I know you will all want your own beds because I snore a lot. So
Okay. So, Kalandra, you see Nikita stand up. By the way, Nikita, roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
yes. Let's see if my constitution will fail me now. Yes, it does.
Nikita stands up and falls flat on her face onto the marble floor.
Okay, so
Oh,
Calandra I will get a couple of guys to come
Take
over.
1 point of damage there, Nikita.
I will wave. Ask the bartender, can you bring a couple of men to carry them to?
He
a sofa,
says,
please?
got it.
Thank you, and then I will go find Gaius.
Some very
Just wait.
large men wearing togas come and pick all of you up, put you over their shoulders, and take you up the stairs.
I can walk. I can
Please.
walk. I try to walk.
Okay.
Please, just stay put.
No, I can.
Nikita, you're being
Nikita-
brought up, and you see Reed over this huge guy's shoulders, his little feet kicking, and his eyes are half closed. He goes, and as they're going up the stairs, you just see him going, I can walk, I can walk. And you see the feet like looking like they're walking.
I can carry him if he's eaten a lot. Am I still carrying butt trumpet? And I like
You're
actively
being
roll.
Can I
carried.
fall
Yes,
over?
you really believe that you are Nikita, and it's because you can see butt trumpet right in front of you, so you know you're
Yeah.
carrying them.
Perfect. As long as butt trumpet is safe, I am fine. And Reed, yell out if you're in trouble.
And so you go up the main staircase, and at this point, the staircase then goes in two separate directions. And coming down the one side is an old woman with a donkey, and said, "Were you the ones who requested this?"
No.
Nope.
No,
Keep it moving.
sorry. I
All
thought
good.
they were
All
at
good.
the bar, right?
Yeah.
Have a good night,
yeah.
folks. And
You
walks
too.
past you and goes down the stairs. But meanwhile, they get you up to the room, and you basically pass out in numerous ways in her room.
Are there lots of
I will
pillows?
find a corner to sit in.
Lots of pillows, except it's actually lots of pillows, we'll say.
I would like to sleep in the corner sitting up. That way I snore less.
Okay.
And if there is a beanbag chair, that is my designated space.
You got it. There's not a beanbag chair, but there is a pile of pillows chair.
Works for me.
Okay. Gaius, about an hour later, we get to you. What's up?
So I finished
So
taking
3
notes.
cigars and a number of whiskeys later.
Yeah, he might have maybe just 2. Like he's like, hey, you know what? We're gonna be going out tonight. I gotta make sure I keep it on the level. I want to make sure I maintain 2 and 2. This is good. Got a little light buzz. But not too much smoke either. You know what? I finished taking my notes. Put the glasses away. Like sand down the ink, close down the book and everything. I guess I'll go find the group. I'm sure they're probably done eating by now. Go wandering downstairs. Why is there a donkey by the bar? Calandra!
Oh, are
It's
you the
for
one who
Gaius.
requested, sir?
No, I was upstairs doing some other things. There was a.
If I had a gold piece for every time I heard that one, says the woman as she walks the donkey away.
Oh, okay. I go up to the bartender. Calandra, Calandra around?
It's a young man.
Or...
What?
Oh, sir, is Calandra around? She bartends here.
I think she
think
went
she-
upstairs.
Oh, to her room?
I'm not sure. I just saw her go upstairs with someone. I just don't remember who.
Oh, okay. I'll go pay a visit to her.
I would just make sure you knock first, sir.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, we don't usually let people wander around.
Oh no, I understand the etiquette. No, I'm a friend of Calandra. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. That. Like I said, sir, we don't usually let people wander around.
Guys just slides a gold piece over. I'm literally just going to check.
He slides
See if
it
she's
back
alright.
and says, "I appreciate that, sir, but seriously, here we don't let people wander around. That there's discretion involved."
Okay. Then he slides it back over. Then could you go get her for me, or send someone then?
I can send someone up to check for you, absolutely, sir, and thank you.
Oh yeah. And then he puts another gold piece down, and I guess I'll have a whiskey while I'm waiting.
Take care of that right away for you, sir. And he goes over to the bar and whispers in a young lady's ear, and she looks at him, looks at you, looks at him. He nods. She turns around, goes up the stairs.
The donkey's
About
brother.
an hour after you've gotten comfortable, Calandra, you get a knock at your door.
Okay. I will.
Everyone else is out cold,
Yeah.
and
Dead.
What?
Dead.
Like holding mirrors over their mouths to like make sure they didn't drink too much.
Guys has to animate us
bucket.
all.
It's a young lady saying, "There's a very pushy gentleman downstairs asking about you."
What's he look like? Because I'm not trying to have that guy from last week. That was a mess.
No, not him, because he doesn't have the wart. It's a beard,
Oh, okay.
just kind of
Oh,
curly,
yes. Curly hair, Scotch drinker, smells like
stocky.
cigars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
all
him.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's who I was looking for him. That's okay. I'm coming down.
Oh, good luck there, sister. And turns around, walks away.
So I
Well, that's supposed to
okay.
be-
I'm decent enough. All right. And I go downstairs.
Okay. Gaius is there at the bar drinking a whiskey.
Calandra, excellent. Where's the rest of the party? We ready to go to the Black Barnacle? Because we have, to deal with that death threat.
Right. Funny story about that. I literally had to have them all carried to my room. They are all passed out. They could not walk out.
Were they poisoned?
No, they were poisoned by the deliciousness. They
There's your
They,
episode title. Poisoned by the deliciousness.
I'm literally a cleric of excess, and they couldn't control
And they-
themselves?
they could it. So Nikita.
I must be rubbing off on them.
Nikita finished a keg and then continued to drink. They all had steaks.
Like a full? Like
Well,
a
like,
human
it was-
keg?
It was a dwarf keg.
Oh, okay. I mean,
But
that's still
still,
high
like,
concentrate.
Right. They had dwarf ale, dwarf beer. So Nikita, there was
Drank all of it?
and yeah,
I'm
all
not
that
even
they had-
angry
yeah.
now. I'm just impressed.
Yeah, right. So yeah, they
Good on her.
drank. So
She needed to
Nikita
relax. She's been real uptight
decided
recently.
I offered them to stay here. Nikita said "fuck it" and picked Butt Trumpet up. She was going to go back to the Stone's Throw.
And you convinced her
And then-
otherwise?
She
passed out?
gravity convinced her. Gravity convinced her.
Ah, yes, my good friend.
And then I
Gravatar.
had them carried to my room where they are all still alive, but very, 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 very drunk.
Gaius, Give me a perception check, please.
18?
18? Okay.
Yeah.
While this is all fascinating, though not necessarily surprising,
But
one
maybe
thing is
slightly annoying.
maybe a little bit annoying. Your perception just keeps niggling at you that there's something missing in this conversation.
Hey, Calandra,
Gaius.
where's Eldred? What happened to Eldred, Calandra?
So I wasn't down here. I was upstairs talking to the girls that
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh, that's
so
fine.
I don't. There's
You're
only
talking to a cleric
Nikita,
of Bacchus. We're a
Nikita
reverie.
Butt
I'm
Trump,
like,
and look. There's only 3 people in my room.
okay. You know what?
So
This is fine. This is fine.
Let's.
You know what? You know what? I needed to contact Vivalda anyway. So I'm going to shoot him a quick message and see what's
Okay.
Hopefully I'm not interrupting anything weird.
I'll tell you what, guys. Why don't we save the contacting him for later? In other words, next week, and
Next
we'll
week.
cut it here.
Next week on Grognard
Okay.
and Friends.
Oh boy, thank you everybody who stuck around. I don't know. Well, you know what? I'm not sure whether or not to say thank you or apologize or oh my god or I'm so proud of you or I'm so sorry. But thank you for joining us anyway. Tune in next week when Vivalda should be back, I would imagine, back from wherever she went. So, see you next week. Same Grognard time, same Grognard channel. Hopefully a different Grognard atmosphere. And we will see you then. But be kind.